What is going on, everybody? What a wonderful opportunity with the music to interject my sweet, sweet voice. How's everybody doing? Good morning. Welcome to the Doodle stream. Thank you for spending your Friday, as always, or a little of your Friday, not your whole Friday, with me here on the Doodle stream. Hopefully everybody's doing well as you can with everything that is going on. Just in case you've never been here before, this is the Doodle stream. This is where we draw your ideas, our discussion from the chat before your very eyes. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. So good morning to everybody. My name is Kevin. Just in case you have stumbled across this stream out of nowhere and have no idea who I am, you can find me online at kevinhinkle.com. The website, I should add, is going to have a complete refresh on my portfolio in the next couple of weeks. I have spent a ridiculous amount of hours reformatting and saving out all the artwork I've made over the last year and a half. So that should be really cool. So kevinhinkle.com. You can find me on social media at Mr. Kevin Hinkle. That is my personal account. If you'd like to follow just my artwork as a freelance artist, you can follow me at MrHinkleDraws. And that's basically on everything. That is on all the different platforms there are. So check that out. Also, I have a Patreon. Patreon is incredibly helpful for folks like me, creative folks that need and rely on stable monthly income because we have elected to live a turbulent life with our freelancing. So you can find me on Patreon at patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws, where you can pledge as little as $1 a month up to $20 a month if you're feeling particularly generous. There are different rewards and perks and exclusives for those different tiers and those different pledges. And these are all the awesome folks you see right before you who currently support me on Patreon. I do want to run through, give them a very special shout out by name because I think they deserve it. They deserve it for what they do. And I really, really appreciate it. So thank you again to Adrian Cordero, Ben Rollman, Benjamin Paxak, Beyond the Brick, Blickeen, Brian Saviano, Brian Schmidtke, Bubba Bricks, Canadian Papa Bear, Chris Fabinski, Chris Giddens, a brand new patron as of like an hour ago. So thank you very much, Chris. Dana M. Urban, Dave Guan, Dave Pickett, Doc Sampson, Eclipse Graphics, Elspeth De Montez, InTalk, Jamie Seaborn, J.J, John Y, Jolene Holmes, Justin J. Marler, Jinxie425, Carlsvik Bricks, Maniac for Bricks, Marlowe Bricks, Meredith Najwitz, Mevitz Bricks, Michael Kanimoto, MJ Sweet 130, another brand new patron as of last week, Ninja with the Bricks, Paganimation, Russell Clark, Scott's Toys, Shy Time is My Time, Steven Struble, The Brick Burrow, The Brickhead Family, and Valerie Champagne. So thank you guys very much again for your incredible support. I appreciate that. And I see Chris in the chat under the guise of Zoom. So thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. It was a very nice surprise this morning. I was like, oh, look, a new person over on the old Patreon. So thank you for that. So joining me today on stream, which once again will help me keep track of you guys and what you guys are talking about and what you're suggesting, is my buddy Ken, also a member of the exclusive Patreon club, Marlowe Bricks.
Hey, gang. Good to see y'all.
Thanks for helping me out again, Ken. Always appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right. So now that all of that is out of the way, hello to everybody who's in the chat already. Let's see. Hawkeye Lego Man was first at the draw. Outside of me and Ken, of course. I mean, we cheat.
Yeah.
but what's going on, Hawkeye Lego Man? And of course, Chris Fazoom, London Bridge Bricks. Hello there. What else we got here? Brickhead Family, of course. Friday Traditions. And
Winter Bricker.
Hello. Vanessa H. Hello, Vanessa. Welcome over to the Doodle stream. First time, right? First time, I believe.
No, I think Vanessa's been around a few times.
Okay. I know who she is. I'm just trying to remember if she's been on one of my streams before or not.
Okay, maybe I've seen her elsewhere. I don't know.
And hello, Matthew Sweet. Welcome to the stream. Another new patron. Brick Studios, hello. Awesome. Well, hey everybody, welcome in. And let's see. Oh, okay. All right. I just saw the private chat. I was like, what is this? Oh, got it. Okay. All right. Let me get this out here. So no, I don't have any music on right now, everybody. I think you'll be fine. I think you'll be fine. But yeah, music, I mean, audio specifically continues to be the bane of my existence on my streaming journey.
Oh, we got Brick and Nick over on Twitch.
Brick and Nick, what's going on, Nick? How you doing? I don't think you've ever been on one of these streams before. Everybody, check out Brick and Nick on Twitch if you're not. Awesome content, especially if you're a Lego fan. Let's see. Fazoom, but the 8-bit music was neato. Thank you. That's actually like quote unquote my theme song. I actually did pay the license for that. Let me remove that for that music, and that's what I use on my intro. Brick and Nick doing well. I know I never get up early on Fridays. Yeah, that's okay though. You're a streaming machine, so you got to save that energy, my friend. All right, let's get the. Where's my branding? My brand. There we go. Fix that up. Yeah, Brick and I'm excited to finally catch some of the action. Appreciate it. So yeah, this is where I draw the stuff you guys suggest I draw. We don't really go necessarily in order anymore for the record, just because there's a lot of you guys, and that's really awesome. And I started to feel a little bad because we actually started getting a really good rhythm going, and we were going in order. But then since we were going in order, people were showing up, an hour and a half into the stream or whatever, and they're like, I want to draw something. I'm like, I'm sorry, you are too far in the queue, my friend. You will have nothing drawn today. So I felt a little bad. So we're going to kind of, Chris, thanks for calling me out as never being at the start of your stream.
Galligate, good to see you.
It's all good. It's all good. I appreciate everybody being here, whether you're here at the beginning or not. But yeah, so I kind of pick and choose now. I'm gonna rely on Ken's eye as well today. Be like, hey, which one do you think is a good one to do? So speaking of which, do we have any suggestions yet?
We just have the one, and it's another one of those kind of wonky ones.
Oh, is it a wonky one?
Yeah, right, London Bridge Bricks is saying, how about a A-wing on the end of a lolly stick being eaten by a TIE fighter pilot?
You guys and these crazy.
I know.
I don't know if I'm ready. Okay, first doodle of the day. I don't know if I'm ready to go into that.
Okay, well, we can start a little easier. Savage Rob says, can you draw SpongeBob and Patrick in the Krusty Krab car?
Oh, yeah. All right, let's do that. Let's see. Nick says, why not run a poll? What do you think I am, a pro streamer? What do you think this is? I did like that, though, on your stream. Was it yesterday or no, not yesterday, when you were doing the last Lego Masters Challenge, and the poll looked a little different than it has before. Maybe I'm just imagining it looks different. All right, let's see. SpongeBob and Patrick in the Krabby Patty mobile, right?
Yep, that's right.
Krabby Patty car. What's going on, Reed? Hope Castle in the YouTube chat.
That was from Savage Rob. If you want to find it and pin it before it scrolls off.
I do want to do that. There we go. So that's the one we're going to work on first here. Takuma Nuva is in the YouTube chat saying, "What up, Hink?" We got the Hink again. Takuma Nuva was drawn recently in my 6 fan arts challenge. Good for you, my friend. Good for you. You made it in. You got the likes. All right, let's zoom in a little bit there. Brick and Nick, that's a native Twitch poll. Only has up to 5 options, so I'll use my old setup for. Okay, I got you. I never seen that other system, but it was clean. Not that I have anything against your normal protocol. Normal protocol works just fine as well. Let's see. So yeah, we're just getting started today on our first doodle. As always, I just feel compelled to be like, just temper your expectations for the first doodle. The first doodle is always a little rough. A little rough.
Galligate says that just been out doing a spot of gardening, but it's too cold. What? How cold is it there, Galligate? Curious, because we got a snowstorm on Sunday, another one yesterday, and I think we're getting another one on Saturday. Mm-hmm. It is a very odd spring.
Takuma, the most accurate part of that was my being defined as a character. It was actually freezing last night here. like we had finally started to get to like decent weather again. I was telling Julian, because Julian's down in Florida.
Right. It's always nice there.
Always nice there. I was telling him that for the first time all season, I didn't have my house's heater on last week. For 3 days in a row. For 3 days in a row, I did not have the heater on. And then, of course, we got the heater back on again. Because it was freezing last night. I don't know what was going on.
We have Pink Wheels in the chat. She says, "Hey Kevin, thank you for the
Ahsoka from Star Wars. Yeah,
my
hey Pink Wheels.
My 7-year-old and I are still fighting over who gets to keep it."
Can't wait to see this amazing piece of art. This is the first doodle, Nick. It's usually a little rough. They get a lot better as the stream goes. Got to warm up.
Yeah, Tucumanuma, we had the same weather here. It was beautiful on Saturday, and then 3 to 5 inches of snow on Sunday.
That's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, Gallagate says 9 degrees Celsius is what they're having there in the UK. She's in UK, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is,
Chris, I told my wife I was going to watch Hinkle's Doodle, and she was like, "What?" Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's just shy of 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, it hasn't been above freezing in a couple of days here.
You got to watch yourself, Chris.
Tacoma, I'm in Colorado. We have Collector Bricks in the chat and says, "Can you draw yourself? Draw on yourself."
I mean, I guess. So yeah, what's interesting is when I was tallying up. So for those of you guys that do follow me on social media, I did an art trendy thing. It's one of those trend chasing objectives where it was like, give me 6 characters to draw. And so I said, all right, everybody, give me 6 characters to draw and I'll draw it. And after Takuma, which is great because Takuma's like, draw me. And I'm like, all right, get the likes, buddy. And he got the likes. So he got drawn. But after Takuma, I got the second most likes, like me. Kevin, draw yourself. And I'm like, I'm not going to draw. I draw myself too much already. I'm drawing myself like as emotes. I'm drawing myself for branding. I don't need to draw myself again on this. Come on. So I took the executive decision to remove me from that process. But I felt the love. I appreciated it. But I was like, nah, I'd like to do some other characters. All right, there we go. Very simple. What's going on? Richie, our Toy World is here. Very simple, just quick little SpongeBob and Patrick Doodle in the Krabby Patty Mobile. Don't worry, it only goes up from here, folks. It gets better and better. Chris, the Hinkle version of Norman Rockwell's self-portrait, that would rock. I've always been very enamored with Norman Rockwell stuff. I mean, that's incredible. I can't even, that level of realism. I used to have it. I used to study that kind of level of hyper realism portraits. Nick says that looks amazing. Thank you. But I lost it. I started going more into cartoons, especially when I went into college, and I had a weird kind of dance where I was studying figure drawing and human anatomy, but also cartoon and character design. So it was like, eh. All right, what else we got, folks? Throw some suggestions in the chat for me. Let me scroll up and see if I missed any. Oh, Evoca Tamer's here. Hey, what's going on? Snowed 3 inches here in Illinois last night. Still snowing. Hey, did you see your CDI link? That was you, right? That was your suggestion on that one. Evoca Tamer. Oh, and hello. Is that Hobby? Hello, Hobby. Got some new folks here. That's awesome. Nice to see you guys.
We said Vanessa's a first timer, right?
I believe so. I have not been corrected. I have not been corrected.
If you want to go for a first timer, she just made a suggestion.
Sure. Okay, Bjork in the Swan. I remember that. That was a while ago. But yeah, well, and Bricks on the Dollar says, "Go Birds." Welcome to the stream, Clutch. I don't know how entertaining this will be just audio wise, but thanks for being here. I know he usually listens while he works and stuff. So.
Oh, we got Bam over in the Twitch.
So AT, I don't know if you're on Instagram or not, but if you are, check out my post on there. So many people have been raking me over the coals over that link. They're like, dude, you chose the worst link to draw. I'm like, I chose the link that was suggested to draw. It was not painful. I actually had a lot of fun drawing it because I've drawn Link so many other times. So
I guess I'm with the masses here because I didn't really appreciate the link, but I showed it to Randy and he's like, no, that look Randy liked it. Randy liked it.
I did not appreciate
So
the link.
you had an even split in this household.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
So funny. That was the exact, like, that was the suggestion though, you know? The
That
suggestion
particular link
was draw CDI Link. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. Vanessa, I've watched before last Friday briefly, but never said hi. Okay. Yeah. See, there you go. And Bricks Nadal. Yeah. Just talking in the background. That's all good. It's all good. I chose the worst version of Link on purpose, he says. Yeah. Hey, Bama Bricks, what's going on? All right. Let me start on this one. Let me move over here a little bit. Collector Bricks. Kevin, do you sell on Etsy? I do. Actually, here, I'll throw it up real quick for you. You can find my store, etsy.com/shop/MrHinkleDraws. I believe I have 41 products on there right now, I think. Most of them are stickers, but I also have 4 11 by 17 art prints on there. So you can check that out. Thank you for asking.
I got my art print in a frame and hung on the wall in the living room. Loving it.
Nice. That's awesome. Did you decide what you were going to do with the one that was all kind of like messed up?
No, not yet. I think I rolled it back up. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I mean,
I might hang it somewhere else. If I had an office at work, I would hang it there, but it's all kind of shared space. So
I got you. Because that was definitely unacceptable to me. I'm like, no.
I mean, that was like the stickers were kind of a side thing for me, but the print was one thing I was really excited about, and so I really appreciate you sending me a new one.
Yeah, I mean, I also collect art and stuff from artists that I like, and if I got something that was all damaged, I'd be like, done.
Yeah.
Done.
And for those, I didn't post a picture or anything, but for those that are wondering what happened, he shipped it out in a shipping tube, and the post office crushed the shipping tube. So the print had a bunch of crease marks in it. So Kevin was nice enough to send me a new one.
Yeah, super lame. It's always like hit or miss, like every time with the post office, or I guess with any shipping, right? It's like some will just destroy it, and then other times it's fine, which makes it very difficult for me to figure out, is it a problem with how I'm shipping things, or is it a problem with who I'm shipping through, you know? Because obviously I'm buying the receptacles to ship stuff and the tubes, and it's just ugh.
Yeah, it all costs money.
It all costs money for sure, and nobody sells you like one shipping tube. It's like, all right, I guess I'm trying this shipping tube, so I guess I'm buying 50.
I parted out some sets to put in my future Bricklink store, and I was thinking about, like, do I sell the box? Like, it actually fetches a couple of bucks, so it might be worth it, but like, how big of a pain will that be to ship a box, like an empty cardboard flat packed box? Like, yeah, I don't know if it's even worth the hassle.
Exactly.
Yeah, Pink Will said Uline, and that's where you got it from, right? Was Uline?
Yep, that's where I got Uline.
But of course, Uline you have to buy 100 or whatever. I mean, you can't buy just a couple.
Yeah, I mean, I try to get the Brickhead family. By the way, the new stickers put up on the shelf looks good. Awesome. More skull ones. Yeah, I figured you would like the skull one, Nick. That's one of the ones actually that I'm kind of like quietly pretending the skull came out in wave 2, even though it came out in wave 3. But the skull was like one of those ones that I'm like, why did I not do the skull? Like, that's like classic. And so it did come out in wave 3, but I am pretending and lying that it came out in wave 2. But I'm glad you like it. So
Bricks on the Dollar jumped on and said, "Don't sell the box." I assume he's saying just too much hassle there. And Pink Wheels says, "The stickers I bought are bribery for doing e-learning for my child." That's a really good idea.
Oh, that is a great idea. And Pink Wheels is also an awesome patron. Appreciate all of my patrons that are here on stream. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. I get that times are tough for everybody, and everyone's a little financially squeezed. And so I appreciate any support that comes my way.
So I was hoping to post a picture of it, but it's been too snowy to apply them. But I bought. You noticed that I bought all of the space guys
Yeah.
this
Yep.
last time. And so with those stickers, I want to put them all in the back of my truck in a nice little rainbow of space figures. I thought that'd be a cool display. But
Indeed.
and I know they're all like the classic space colors, but I'm like, man, it'd be nice to have a couple more colors of those. Get a little more, the whole spectrum going.
Oh, yeah, I actually got a decent amount of requests for the pink one. That came out in the Lego Movie 2, right? I think.
Yeah.
And green. It was funny because I did a poll. Again, these are the things I do online. If you guys are interested in following me on social, but I did a poll, and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna make some classic space." Well, I think I was a little bit more cryptic than that. I was like, "What are your votes for like the most iconic spaceman after Benny?" Because I was originally only gonna do one classic spaceman outside of Benny, and it was kind of awful. It was like everybody had a different opinion on what was the favorite one. I got no good concrete details. Then people started going in all kinds of different directions, and I was like, okay, I guess I didn't make that clear, I guess. But people were like, oh, we want this, and it's like, what do you? I just asked what was your favorite color.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going off? Like, people were like, can you do sand green? I'm like, no, because there hasn't been a sand green. So, Cafe Con Lego, hello. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream.
Did you already reply to London Bridge Bricks about commission work?
Oh, I did not.
I just noticed it. It says I have a job for you. What is the best way to get in touch with you about it?
Email. Email would be the best. Of course, you can always reach me on anything, but usually when people are like serious and ready to go on a job, I say to email me, because that's actually where I keep the official queue of my
your
work.
queue is kind of behind at the moment, right?
It is. Don't
expect instant results.
Yeah. I chew through it as fast as I can, but yeah, it's just, yeah. I think I'm probably at this point, goodness, maybe a couple months out.
Okay.
But yeah, email me, mrkevinhinkle@gmail.com. Easy enough. mrkevinhinkle@gmail.com. And that's where you'll find me.
And anytime I can't find a link, I just Google Kevin A. Hinkle, hit your website, and then all the links are there.
Exactly. See, Matthew is all about the SEO. My partner in almost everything. He's like, I remember when he was building my site, he was like, my goal is to make it so that your website comes up when people Google your name, because it was actually a big problem. Because when you would Google my name, more often than not, you would get like articles on the Brick Fan, like, interviews with me, and like Lego stuff. And he's like, there's nothing wrong with that, but if you want to like make a name for yourself as an artist, we need to like overcome all this Lego SEO stuff you've got going on. And I'm like, that is very true. What does Nick say? By the way, you totally need to make a few more emotes for your channel, mister. I've got 3. I can only have 3 right now. I haven't ascended to the point where I have unlocked more spaces. But I've got the 3 that I'm allowed to have right now. But I have a lot of ideas for more, and I had a lot of fun making them. I think might even offer that up as I do not like that arm at all back there. I might offer that up as a option for people if people wanted to hire me to design emotes, because that seems like a thing that people need. A service, perhaps.
So what's the requirement? I heard you say it the other day, but I forget. What's the requirement for getting more?
I think it's just subs. I think that's what it is. I think the more subs you get, the more it unlocks, I think. Yeah, the tier. Yeah, so I just have like tier 1, 2, and 3 right now. Nick. Hawkeye Brick Vault recently did a video talking about the classic space figs and anything that was after not classic. Oh, and Nick says I might take you up on that. It would be an honor, sir. An honor. I think I might call it at this one. I didn't finish the whole body, but I think I'm actually kind of really happy with like the upper, like the torso up. I got a little lazy with the rest of the dress and the legs, but and I never put I didn't put Vanessa's comment up. I'm sorry.
Well, we have Building with Steve over in Twitch.
What's going on, Steve? Welcome to the stream. Oh, and he's got a Hinkle emote.
Nice.
Well, thank you, Steve, for the for supporting me over there on Twitch. I appreciate that. Cafe Con Lego. The more subs you get, the more in the box you think. I think the same goes for money. Yeah, I mean,
so Vanessa loves the drawing. Says thank you. I have a bunch of the drawings requests from before, but are there any new requests? Or please throw them out there, and I'll mark them down.
Yeah, throw your suggestions in the chat. I'm gonna. I love it. Thank you for being here and suggesting it. Throw your suggestions in for stuff to draw. Nick, Brick and Nick, if you got something that you'd like to see drawn, throw it out there. Oh, hey, Brick Hive. Sorry, I missed you, Brick Hive. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. An awesome recreation. Hello there. Is this the legendary Kevin A. Hinkle? It is the very same. Legendary? I don't know, but I'll take. That's my name. Brickhead Family says, looks good. I had to Google her. Never knew what she looked like. Yeah.
Bama has a request over on Twitch side.
DuckTales Explore Uncle Scrooge and Diamond Mine. Ooh, interesting. Collector bricks draw a Death Star. Fazoom, a spaceman refusing to come home to Earth. Freaking virus. Hello, Commander Meerkat. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Draw the... Okay. I will draw Kappa.
What?
That's a Twitch thing. I got to do it. I must.
Okay.
It's called the Kappa. What's going on, Adekin? We got Adekin in the YouTube chat. I don't know if I'm going to be able to convey the emotion of the Kappa. I'll try. I will do my best. All right. It's just throwing it all in the spam the Kappa emote. Yeah. Let's see what we can. Oh, whoa. Doing that on me again, huh? Got a problem. I've talked about this on stream a few times. I got this weird issue where sometimes when I go back and forth between my two monitors and my keyboard and my tablet, it'll change the width of the pen, which is kind of weird. Commander Meerkat, Kappa is like being a smug, a boast, or a lament expression. Yeah.
Adekin jumped ship and went over to Twitch.
All the streams, Adekin. All the streams. Okay. I'm like, what style do I want to go with this? And we're still just like, we're still just warming up for the day. Things get pretty crazy when we get into the second half. Commander Meerkat, just got some breakfast and saw you were on. Finally, I catch your stream live. I appreciate that. The girl sketch, that is Bjork wearing the swan dress. That was another suggestion. So everything I draw on the stream is somebody else's idea or suggestion. There's a couple exceptions, but for the most part, I let the chat decide what I draw. So what's funny is when people that follow me on social media that do not follow me on the streams, they are very confused sometimes.
Yeah.
They're like, what in the world is it? Like when I did the multiplayer edition, I do it once a month where I invite another artist on with me. Jordan Snee, what's going on, Jordan? He had never seen a stream, and he was like, I mean, John's a big, he's a longtime friend, and he follows me on everything, and he's like, dude, I had no idea what was going through your head, but you had a very interesting array of drawings every week. And I was like, no, that's what people told me to draw. I was like, don't you worry, that is not me. That is not me doing that. Jordan says, no music during stream today, Hink. I just popped in. Yeah, everyone's going to call me Hink now. If you already explained it. I just turned it off. I had it on when I was like getting all this stuff ready. But I just turned it off because I just get sick of messing around with it. Once I switch over to OBS and all that stuff, I'm pretty confident I'll get it all figured out. But while I'm still hobbling along here on StreamYard and piecing together everything.
So during your last multiplayer, or that one you're just talking about, you guys were talking about the tablet that you use.
Yeah.
And how there's a new version out. Like what's the price range on something like that on a new tablet?
Well, the one I want, it's like in that $3,000 to $5,000 range.
Holy, yeah.
Because that's the Cintiq models where like
right.
It's the screen is built into the tablet. So I see here's the really big kind of not intuitive, not very artsy thing is I am drawing down and I'm looking up. That's not how artists draw. That's not what you do. You look at what you draw as you draw it on a piece of paper. And so it is very, very, it's very different. It's very like, uncomfortable. Bricks on the Dog, did you move that standing desk yet? I have not. I think that's a great idea though, Chris. I don't know why I'm just kind of hesitating on doing it. I have not done that yet. Nick says, I wonder if you know anyone who could help you OBS. So actually, Nick, I mean, I got a lot of friends that are pretty good at this kind of stuff. Bricks O'Brien, Brian. He lives in Boston, so he's pretty close to me, and he has offered to come by my place and walk me through it. And we had planned that until the virus shut the entire world down. So whenever that is done, we do plan on resuming that. But he was going to give me like a walkthrough tutorial on OBS. I did a test stream on OBS myself, and it was kind of a disaster. I was like, why is this so much more difficult? But like I have alerts and stuff set up now that I made that I'm really proud of. But since it's not on OBS, I can't see them. And like you guys can't see them, but they're there. They're real. They exist. Brick and Nick, I'm like a grumpy old man. Been using OBS for too long to make the switch. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Brick Blaze? All right, so I'm gonna call it. There's our kappa. There's our kappa. I'll take a little. Oh wait, how small am I drawing today? No, it's small.
Yeah, it's
that's a little small.
Gives you lots of room.
I drew too big last time.
Yeah, ran out of space.
All right, cool. Thank you for the oh, Brick and Nick, I can do it remotely though. I helped Tricky Bricks get set up recently. Oh, nice. Kappa, all caps, Kappa. Thank you for being here and suggesting that. Let's do somebody said BoJack Horseman. Where was that?
That was from Matthew Sweet.
Yeah. Another new patron, and I don't believe Matthew's ever been on a stream before. I could be wrong. Let's see. Brickhead family. Nailed it, Kevin. Thank you, Nick. I love OBS, but I feel like I've just scratched the surface on what I can do on there. All right, let's get a little BoJack Horseman going on. Definitely not anything I've ever seen, but that doesn't seem like something I would have drawn on my own. So let's get going on that one. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got you. I got you. All right. Oh, and I should let you do this. I should let Ken do what Ken's here to do. I just stop trying to like take over. got to draw, Kevin. Draw.
Crack the whip. Do you ship your stickers to the UK?
Yep. I can. I have actually a few.
Okay. There you go,
Um,
London Bridge.
the cost the cost for the international is $2, and it doesn't get any, like, the cost doesn't go up, like how many you add in it. It'll just keep going. Like it'll stay $2.
I mean, like until you have to move up to a box or something like that because they order 100 of them or something.
Yeah, that would be awesome if somebody ordered 100 stickers. But yeah, so far, hey, go Charlie. Nice to see you, Charlie. Bluegrass Bricks in the chat. So far that has not occurred, but you are correct, Ken.
Yep. Okay.
It stays that way until someone's like, I want 100.
Like, I had a bunch of stickers in my cart. I had a whole bunch, and then I started looking at the total, and I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll just scale down this order a little bit.
I understand. I get it.
So that's why when you made the comment about the Wonder Woman, I'm like, did I add those? Did I not? So I had to go check. I'm like, because I had a whole bunch of other ones in my cart, and I took them out.
Yeah.
Like I did the save for later option or whatever.
Let's see. Matthew Sweet, first Doodle stream was around for a few backlog. Okay, nice. Lennon Bridge, give the streams a thumbs up, folks. Appreciate it. And Nick is going to go into lurk mode. Thanks for being here. And hey, Tanya, we got Tanya, I thought, right? Did I see Tanya, or am I imagining that?
No, where on?
Oh, never mind. I guess I thought I saw Brick Kitten, but I guess I imagined that.
No, I
think it's because I saw the cat, and then I'm like, all right, never mind. I'm making up names. Now we have phantom chat participants.
Oh, yeah, because Commander Meerkat did the cat, yeah.
I think that's what it was. Now, hopefully Tanya now does show up, because I've summoned her.
Right.
You've been summoned.
Yeah, Building with Steve agrees that has to limit himself on the buying your stickers. He loves them, but
yeah, it's all good.
Just have to pace yourself. You can always buy more later.
And patrons get a 10% off discount forever. Doesn't expire. You can get a 10% off as many as you want, as many times as you want. You can always apply the 10% off discount. Brick Blaze, was I the first captain? Actually, you know what, Blaze? You were. I forgot that you did the whole collection. Somebody else recently bought a Captain Marvel sticker, and I was like, oh, it's my first Captain Marvel sticker. Captain Marvel has been the worst performing sticker I've designed. I don't know if it's just my artwork or if people are not interested. I mean, it could be both. But nobody was interested in the Captain Marvel, and I forgot that Blaze did order a full set. So he got Captain Marvel for sure.
Nice.
But somebody recently ordered Captain Marvel specifically, and I was like, oh, I finally sold a Captain Marvel.
I know my friend's not here watching, but the friend that I bought that Wonder Woman sticker for, I made sure on the note that I included in there, I put your Instagram. So I said, find him on Instagram, and then I put, at whatever. And so hopefully maybe that pushes, some of the outside of Lego followings to find you.
Yeah, that is something I've mentioned before that I'm trying to get. No offense whatsoever to all my Lego friends. I love my Lego friends. They definitely show me lots of love and appreciation. But my biggest hurdle is trying to kind of break out into like a wider audience. And that is proving to be an incredibly difficult challenge.
So Bricks on the Dollar has a good comment here that when I ship posters internationally, I put the poster in a tube, and then I put the tube in a bubble mailer, and I'm able to send it as a large envelope marked as documents. And it's much cheaper than a package.
That's interesting.
So
yeah, so far I've only had to ship no, I mean I've shipped some tubes to Canada, but over the ocean I haven't shipped any it's mostly just been the flat envelopes with stickers in them, which is pretty inexpensive.
Building with Steve says that Captain Marvel is not recognizable from just her head. unless you do her masked.
Yeah, I mean, there are some characters that it's a little harder to get that likeness in the art style with just a face. I think from my artwork, this is just my opinion. I think she's one of the most I think I nailed the likeness of Brie Larson in that artwork. I think it looks exactly like her. Like I've looked at it before. I'm like, wow, that is Brie Larson. More so than I have on some of the other ones. Like I did Gal Gadot like 3 times. I was like, it doesn't look like her. I'll try it again. It doesn't look like her. I'll try it again. But Brie, I'm like, oh, that's Brie Larson. That is totally Brie Larson. But yeah, if you don't know, then it can be very difficult to recognize who that character is and what's going on.
So Blaze says he wants Slipknot done in your style, but with their original masks.
Slipknot. Oh, Blaze. Good stuff.
I know they're a band, but I had to pull it up to see what they even look like. That'd be some funky stickers.
We got a Bricksmith sighting. What's going on, Julian?
Woo! Good to see you, Bricksmith. I've been catching up on my forever sorting. Today's his day off, right?
Oh, that's a good
Or was
question.
that last week?
I don't think so. I'm pretty
Or
sure.
no, Friday. It was yesterday was his day off. I remember I was like, oh, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday, I have Thursday off.
I'm pretty sure he's working.
Yeah.
Today. All right, there's a little quick BoJack Horseman portrait.
Well, Anakin's been constantly reminding us that he would like you to draw the Mind Flayer from Stranger Things.
The way you said that was so good.
I have no idea. I've never watched Stranger Things. Was that not right?
No, it was just so. It was like Anakin is constantly reminding.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, you know, he's doing what we told him to. Is
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
remind us every time you get to the end of a drawing. Remind us that you want something drawn.
JB says, draw Darth Maul with a flower hat. Already done. Done and done,
Yeah,
my
did
friend.
that
Done
one,
and
yeah.
done. But thank you for popping in the stream. Good to see you. Let's see. London Bridge Bricks. I've just been confirmed more Nintendo Lego sets are on the way, folks. Fingers crossed we get some CMFs. Of course, fingers crossed. Matthew says, awesome. Thank you. Thank you for being here in the stream and suggesting it. Let's see. What is the Mind Flare again? Is that the gigantic thing?
No idea.
I'll do it. It's fine.
I have some friends that are really into it, and I'm like, yeah, not my cup of tea.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good.
I did like the set though. Like, I mean, I didn't buy it or build it, but I like the look of it. I like the playability of it and stuff like that. I thought it was a cool idea.
All right, we'll do this one. I don't know how cool I'm going to be able to make it look. It's kind of like just.
Nick just ordered some more stickers from you.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Three skeletons, a pirate, and a sweet mayhem. That sounds like a band name. 3 skeletons, a pirate, and sweet mayhem. Let's see, which reference photo do I want to use? Yeah, it's such an ominous kind of thing that I don't know how cool I'm gonna be able to make this look, but we're gonna give it a shot.
Oh, you're nice and warmed up now, right?
I'm definitely, yeah, things are getting a little looser now, so we're getting into it. All right. Let's see. BoJack looks great. I've got to go to work. Have a great day. Thanks, Blaze. Have a fun day at work. Don't let anyone be too rude to you over there. Remind them that you're there to serve and not be abused. So the Mind Flayer is kind of like this big, ominous, cloudy, smoky thing, like creature. It's gigantic. It's absolutely huge. And you don't ever really see the whole creature because it's so big. Like, I don't really remember seeing.
Oh, you know, I there was a Stranger Thing mock at Comic-Con in Denver this past a year ago, and they had it set up, and I had no idea what it was.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like ominous.
It was actually like this photo I'm looking at now. It's like was posed over the house. They had the house.
Yep.
And then they had the Mind Flayer posed over it. It was I mean, it was a really cool build. I just had no idea what I was looking at.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah. I mean, exactly. It's kind of a difficult thing to just.
Rick Smith says, "Can you draw Dr. Teeth?"
Dr. Teeth. Oh, is that from the Muppets?
No
Right?
idea.
I think that's Dr. Teeth. I think we definitely need to draw a Dr. Teeth. See, I'm really hesitant because I'm going to just fill the whole thing in with black, right? It's
Yeah.
just going to all be black, and then it's like,
Yep. Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem is a musical group of Muppets.
yeah, of course it is. All right, but we are still in the black and white stage. So the first, again, anyone new to the stream, it's a 3-hour stream. And in the 3 hours, the first half, I just stick with black and white because I'm kind of warming up, getting the old artistic muscles flexing.
We have a BFAB in the chat.
Oh, it's going to BFAB. And then as I get more warmed up, the second hour and a half, I start getting into more detailed drawings and color. I try to stick pretty close to that. There are exceptions. I do make exceptions, but they're rare. They are rare these days, but I will stick to the black and white ones are black and white and the color ones are color. And that's kind of how that goes. I'm just
BFAB wants another crazy self-portrait.
Another one.
Yeah.
Hey, BFAB, I told you I would do shirtless BFAB again when BFAB becomes ripped, because then we have a before and after, because we have the before already.
I was thinking I need to start like a virtual running group and get you and BFAB to join me, and we like run or exercise or something like that at home on the weekends or whatever.
I would be so incredibly thankful if I actually had people to help hold me accountable and all that kind of stuff, because it's just like, especially right now, it's just non-existent. It's just like, well, and I feel so bad for myself because I'm like, this is going to be it. We're going to get it together. And then it's like, oh, actually the world's going to fall apart. Never mind.
And I feel for you. Like I work 12-hour days and I wake up and I go to work and I come home and I go to bed and I'm like, oh, I should wake up and run. And I'm like, no, I don't want to take that time.
Wait, so are you essential? Are you essential?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm essential and I have to be at work physically in order to do my job.
Hawkeye's heading out. See you later, Hawkeye. Thanks for being here. Kevin, have a great day.
Yeah, I repair the machinery that makes aluminum cans. And so if we shut down, then that means you have no soda, no energy drinks, no beer, no water. We do water, cans of water.
Yeah.
And so, they consider us 100% essential.
Yeah.
And because I do the repair on the machinery, I have to be physically present in order to do that. So we're 100% operating as normal. The only exceptions are that we are not allowing outside people into the plant. We are heavily cleaning, and we are all wearing masks and gloves and stuff like that.
I got you.
Yeah.
Thank you for what you're doing, then.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody else who was also quote unquote essential. And of course, my wife's in food service, so she's considered essential.
And I like I said, I was catching up on that, and I feel for you, man. I'm sorry she's dealing with what she's dealing with.
Yeah, it's like somebody was saying, it's like, for those that are still going to work and like, quote, being normal, it's just like all this is just people are now just working. For those people, they're just working 2 or 3 times as hard as they did before. It's just like, it's just like there's no winner, no matter where you look. Like everybody is like, I mean, I guess except for the celebrities and billionaires, they're like, I've lost another $1 million in the stock market while they light their cigar with a $100 bill, I guess.
Oh, awesome recreation says I work in the tourism industry. Imagine how busy I am right now.
Oh yeah, right.
That's it. Like you said, there's no winner. I mean, you're either in a situation like that where you're out of work completely and you absolutely cannot do anything.
Yeah.
Or you're
stressed to the max and working
in a position like your wife where you're stressed out, and with her, she's salary and not getting paid anymore.
Nope. Yep. It's just like there's no winners. Everybody is losing and stressed, and it's just like awful. It's just awful. So obviously I'm greatly resisting the urge to just slap just black on all of this. And done. I'm trying to give it some depth without doing that. I don't know how well it's working, but hopefully it's coming across decently, Adekin.
Bricks on the dollar, that's Clutch, right?
Yep.
So Clutch says, unpopular opinion, grocery stores are essential, but grocery store employees themselves aren't.
I would say that's an unpopular opinion for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And I can see, like, you know, I mean, someone has to stock the shelves.
Yeah.
And run the store.
You have
But
to.
with self-checkout these days, I can kind of see where he's coming from.
Yeah.
But it's also self-checkout itself has been a heavily contested, you know, technology. I mean, everyone's saying, "Oh, you're putting people out of business. You're putting people out of work."
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, they are.
Yep.
But
that's that works.
Yeah.
I think that, and again, it just might be my experience talking here at home. I think that like grocery and places to get food is totally essential. I don't know how I feel about fast food being essential. I don't know. I just like,
I don't eat it. I can't eat it just because of my allergies. So I don't even notice fast food. Like, it doesn't even go into the equation for me, really.
Yeah. Like I said, I know everyone's got different circumstances, but I'm just like, is it really like McDonald's and Taco Bell? Like, that's essential. You need to have that. All right. Okay. Fine.
Cookie Gamer, welcome to the chat on the Twitch side. Says, sorry, I was late. I was in a class Zoom. No, that's no worries. You need to focus on school for sure.
Got to get that school work.
We have a...
Oh, hello, Mousy Books in the YouTube chat. Hello.
What's that one in Twitch?
Oh, Hassan Bricks.
Hassan Bricks. That's
I'm pretty sure that's Micah. I'm pretty sure, but you can correct me.
Most fast food isn't essential, but Taco Bell.
Yeah, right. All right, there we go. That's the Mind Flayer. I think that's decent for just being a giant ominous black thing. It's like, there you go. Bricksmith Kevin, I need fast food. Hashtag I could eat. All right, let me do Dr. Teeth next.
Yep. Well, and then someone said that you need to do the whole band if you're going to do it.
Oh, I don't know if I agree with that comment. Well, if you're going to do that, you need to do everybody. Well, I don't know. Hey, man. Oh, I forgot that Dr. Teeth has the sunglasses that are upside down. It's like the top half of his eyes are covered with the sunglasses, not the bottom half.
I need to get a better picture up. I just have a little thumbnail.
Takuma says, the day McDonald's is essential is the day I eat my shoes. Well, it's essential, buddy. That's what, according to everything.
Is that what's going on there? Is the sunglasses? It's not just like...
Yeah, it's a pair of sunglasses, but they only cover the top half of his eye. It's like, I don't know if they're necessarily upside down, but they're just...
I mean, in this little minifig, they're definitely upside down. It's funny.
When I was at Bricks Cascade, I was in Oregon for 4 days. I ate Taco Bell for 5 meals.
Ooh. You know, back when I could eat that stuff, I would eat Taco Bell when I was like, you know, feeling a little bloated or whatever, like I needed to go to the bathroom. Like, yep, Taco Bell.
But only our buddy Joey, Maniac for Bricks, has done the Chick-fil-A Triple Crown, in which he has had Chick-fil-A for breakfast, lunch, and dinner on a single day.
Oh God.
That was at Brick Fair, Virginia, because there's a Chick-fil-A like right across the parking lot.
I can honestly say I've never had Chick-fil-A.
Never in your life, huh?
Never in my life.
I enjoy their food.
Well, it started off as a just because I just never made it over there.
Sure.
And then it, you know, and a couple years after that, it rotated into the whole
the controversies and stuff.
The Valentine's Day controversy, if you remember that from a couple years ago.
Oh, so, Valentine's Day. I don't know.
There's some weird Valentine's Day where they were like giving a discount to couples, but then they weren't recognizing gay couples.
Oh, well, I mean, if you're going to do it, you got to do it all the way. That's
right. Something along those lines. And so, like, I mean, just like after that, I was just like, well, now I have no reason to go there at all.
Sure.
Like,
no, I can
why
understand.
bother trying their food now?
I can totally understand that.
Yeah, so I've just never, I've never been there. And then, and again, with that was around the same time that I was discovering my allergies. So it was just like, I stopped going to fast food anyway. And
Yeah.
so it was just, kind of a no-brainer. I mean, it was just never even came up into an option because of not eating fast food.
Takuma says there's a difference in being essential and being called essential.
Yeah.
That is true.
I've mentioned before, I totally feel like, the word of the year is essential.
It kind of is.
Like the 2020 word of the year is going to be the word essential. Fuzum says, what is that? A Maxi
what?
Melt from Taco
Maxi.
Bell used to be 20 for a nickel. Now you need a second mortgage to buy two.
Yeah.
And I used to buy, like, when I'd go there for lunch, I'd buy like 3 tacos and a soda and be
Yeah.
under $5. It's like the best cheap. Like, I need something cheap.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't change your comment. You're still drawing the Stranger Things.
Oops. Thank you.
That was forever ago. I don't know.
Yeah, but it was definitely a Bricksmith one, I believe.
Yeah, and he's at work, so he hasn't commented a whole lot.
There we go. Yeah, they'll be like, that's the worst mind flare I've ever seen. Watch how quickly people start referring to so many of these workers as essential once the pandemic passed. Oh yeah, that's not political. That's just facts, man. That's facts.
Well, and it makes me wonder too, like, if something will change with the education system. We always complain that teachers don't make enough money or whatever, and then now that all these kids are forced to be at home and their parents having to deal with it, like,
I hope.
I don't know.
I can only hope.
I can only hope that it means that, like, hey, maybe we should pay our teachers more because they have to deal with our rowdy kids.
Exactly. It's a lot of work. I mean, I've said it multiple times, man, teachers need slice off a couple of those mil from the professional athletes and stuff and give it to the teachers.
Right.
But it's just like, yeah, it's insane. It's tough. It's hard. I'm sitting there. I'm in it. I'm dealing with it.
Taco Bell beefy Frito burrito is the most calories you can get for $1. 440 calories for $1, and there's a 10% student discount at participating Taco Bells.
This is where we're talking. We're getting into this debate. Taco Bell.
Well, have you seen the thing where the guy does the burritos from Chipotle or the other one, Qdoba? I don't remember which one it was. He would go in and buy a burrito, but he would ask for extra shells, extra rice, extra beans, and like all the stuff extra that they give you extra for free.
Yeah.
Without charging you. And then he would take it back home or to the office or whatever, and he'd divide up all the ingredients and make like 7 burritos out of it.
Oh, no. That's a commercial, or is that a...
It's just a guy did it on, it was a post on the internet somewhere.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, obviously they didn't advertise it. So once he posted that, I think a bunch of people started doing it, and then they kind of changed the rules. But like, talk about maximizing your dollar, like he had it down. London Bridge says you're essential for us, Mr. Hinkle.
Well, flattery will get you everywhere.
Clutch says, I hear essential employees saying they deserve more money. Yeah, if you aren't willing to work, then go home. Nobody's forcing anyone to be employed. And that's, that's just it. Like, a couple of our, not competitors, but similar companies, they gave all their employees a temporary raise during the COVID crisis.
Hazard pay?
Hazard pay.
Maybe?
Yeah, hazard pay. And so our guys were kind of saying, hey, you should be doing the same thing. And I'm like, you know what? I just started here. I got a raise coming on. I'm totally happy.
Right.
I just want to come into work.
So. Yeah. It's kind of rough. It's like, I think it depends on the situation.
Oh, you got a subscriber over on Twitch Prime.
Oh, hey, thanks. Who was it? Do we know?
Ghost freaking talking.
Oh, thank you, Ghost freaking talking. Appreciate using that Twitch Prime. Appreciate you, sir. Now you can use the emotes, or you can use the tier 1 emote at least. You get you get Mr. Hinkle Chill. That's the Mr. Hinkle Chill emote. I think it depends on the situation a little bit. Like if your employer is, setting up and following all the rules to make your environment safer now, like, plexi shielding and all that kind of stuff, then I'm like,
yeah.
okay, yeah, it's your job, whatever. But like if they're not, which I don't know how many are actually not, but there's a couple that they can't do anything. Like it's just, oh, well, your job's going to be dangerous now. It's like, I think that's a situation that maybe warrants a discussion about hazard pay, because you can't change your situation, but you're now like literally more in danger. But if your employer is actually taking steps to help you, I think I don't know if it's necessarily needed, but I can understand the argument totally. Let's see, what's he gonna be doing? Wait, okay, his thumb would be back here. Yeah. Cookie Gamer throwing in all the emotes.
I saw that.
Very nice. Oh, nice. And he's got enough channel points that he could modify the Hinkle emote, which is cool. That means he's watched a lot. Appreciate that. If you watch a lot of Twitch stuff, you get like these channel points and stuff, and then you can go into a channel's emotes and you can actually change them, and not like drastically, but you can do things.
Well, like it says on yours, it says Mr. Hink Chill _TK. Is that what you mean?
I guess so. Yeah, because he added a hand.
Oh.
He added a little thumbs up point.
Oh, up there. Yep. Okay, now
Yeah.
I see it. I couldn't see it on the other one, on the flood, because it had another one over the top of it.
Yep. Cafe Con Lego says Chick-fil-A just started wearing masks last week. I wouldn't let my kid work without one. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, is like certain environments, it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I had a mask already from when I used to travel for work, and I took mine in and kind of showed it off, and then like the next day the boss emailed out saying, hey, everyone, I'd recommend you to wear masks.
Chris says I was this many when I realized Dr. Teeth looks like Brick Smith.
I was today years old.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's see. We need some more stuff to draw. We need anything to draw. What is Baby from Eraserhead? I need to look that up first before I commit to that.
Well, I think it's the. I assumed it was the album, but I think I'm thinking of the Aerosmith album where the baby's in the water.
Oh, is that it? Baby.
No, I think. Let's see. Both Google at the same time.
Yeah, because I don't know what that means. Like, what is the? Oh my. What is this? What is this thing? What is this thing?
I have no idea.
Nick has to know about this. Nick, you know about this, right? Baby from Eraserhead. You have to know about it.
This image almost looks like E.T.
It's like, this is like, what is that? It's got a suit. Why does it have a suit?
Right.
All right, fine. We're gonna draw this thing,
but in Lego form.
I mean, it looks pretty easy to draw. That's why I'm gonna go with it. Let's see. A coffee with Lego. What the Frinkle? Yep. Billy Batson changing into Shazam. That's kind of interesting. Cafe Con Lego also likes Shazam. All right, we might do Shazam next. This one won't take very long.
Okay.
Because it's ridiculous. I feel like, though, this is from some very disturbing movie that Nick would know. I feel like. Because Nick is my go-to for weird, off-putting movies and stuff. Oh, man. I don't even...
Well, Building with Steve says, drawing request, can we get a memeable version of Kevin holding a sign? And that goes back to you drawing yourself and you don't want to draw yourself.
Oh my goodness. I was so disturbed for a second. I didn't realize the image I clicked on was a GIF. And so I'm sitting there and it's moving just subtly enough that I'm like, oh my God, the picture's moving. And it was a GIF. It's like, oh my goodness.
That's a weird one to have moving.
It's a very weird one to have moving. Brickett family, I have not seen this. Hey, what's going on, Doc? We got Doc Sampson.
Hey, Doc. Usually Doc's early. He's late today.
Got stuff. He's busy.
Busy man.
Busy man. Um, so weird. I don't even know where to begin with this.
Needs to be like a teeny tiny head, like the microfig head.
Pretty much. I'm also trying to think of like how would it be built? I feel like it would be like an inverted 2x2 like roof slope piece, and then a taller 1x2, like a 1x2x2 to get that kind of shape. I think that's what it would be if it had to be done. With like a 1x2 jumper and then the head on it. That's what I think it would be. Like that. Oops. Wrong side. So yeah, everybody, this one's an interesting Google. If you want to look the reference for this. We just want to warn you, the images may be graphic. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. All right. A moment of silence for the disturbing imagery. It's like, it's a dangerous Google. It's not dangerous. It's just kind of like, it's very off-putting. It's like an off-putting character from some apparently black and white, maybe horror, thriller, sci-fi film of some kind. Yeah, it's got some veins too. Oh, geez. There we go. There you go. It's a dangerous world, Mr. Frodo, stepping out your door, says Doc. Yeah. All right, let's do where was it?
The Billy Batson changing to Shazam that was requested by Fazoom.
Oh, there we go. Cool. All right, sweet. So disturbing. All right. Let me back up for a second. What time is it? 11:14. Okay. All right. Let's take that thing. Let's take that thing and move that over there. All right. David Lynch indie film from the late 70s, Shudder. That's so weird. Okay, we need to get this off of my screen. Let's see. Yeah, I did really enjoy the film, the most recent film. I thought it was great.
Oh, so Cookie Gamer said Billy Mays. Well, originally said Billy Mays is Batman, and then said Billy Mays is Shrek. And I'm like, who's Billy Mays?
Billy Mays, the late
OxyClean Pitchman. Yeah,
the late pitcher. He's dead now, unfortunately.
I think I did see something about that.
I think he overdosed. And I was like, what? America's beloved pitchman, Billy Mays? Just remember that Shazam is the wizard. Captain Marvel is the superhero.
2009.
That's true.
That's been a while.
It has been a while. I'm trying to find a good reference photo of it happening. The change, that is. Gallagher, got to head out, Kevin and Ken, for our daily walks. Be back later. See you later, Gallagher. Why can I not find like any good pictures?
This Wikipedia says hypertensive heart disease.
Oh, so not an overdose. I thought it was an overdose.
According to toxicology report, heart disease was the primary cause of death.
Okay.
Oh, and cocaine was listed as a contributory cause of
Oh,
death.
well, there we go. I was like, oh, I was
So not an overdose, but the coke caused him to have a heart attack.
I was literally gonna say, oh, that makes me feel better, and then you were like, actually, you kept talking. Like, there we go.
Sorry.
There we go. Yeah, they did. I remember that when Shazam was Captain Marvel. I remember that. Let's see. I guess I'm just gonna have to kind of make it up because I can't really find any photos that I would like to use as a reference, so that's fine. Let's see what we can do here.
So on the topic of the post service from earlier, I had 4 boxes of Lego shipped to the house from a friend, and one of them got separated from the group. And so I went to the post service the next day, my local post office, and I'm like, hey, just curious if it's here or whatever. And it's just been kind of circling in the Denver office for whatever reason. And she's like, yeah, it's a nut house over there. She said it's the same level of busyness as Christmas time.
Yeah.
And of course they have people that are off sick or whatever else.
Yep.
And so it's like, so that was on the 3 of them were delivered Wednesday. I talked to her on Thursday yesterday. And so it's now finally scanned in this morning and says they'll be delivered today. But it's just like, that just blows me away. I mean, it makes sense. Everyone's staying home and ordering stuff, but
yeah, it's like me and my buddy were talking about. It's like everybody who's still working is now just working 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times more than they ever have. And it's just like, it's insane.
Yeah, we have a bunch of like upgrades, maintenance kind of stuff scheduled this month at work, and I think they're all still on schedule, but it's kind of like maybe we should wait and do these later because we can't really afford downtime, and that means all these contractors in the building that we don't want.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yep. I think they proceeded forward with it, but with like making sure the contractors were healthy and whatever, doing whatever they could.
All the tests and
yeah, they've talked about doing temperature, taking people's temperature when they walk in the door.
Yeah.
Because that used to be, apparently it used to be illegal to do that, and when the COVID-19 came out, they changed their the laws changed so that way you could do it.
This is how democracy dies.
Yeah.
With thunderous applause. Isn't that the Star Wars quote?
I don't know.
Dang it, you should know, kid.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm a bad moderator in that I don't know my
You should know.
I don't know my references.
Did you watch any of Hey Sega? We got Sega over in the YouTube chat.
Hey, Sega.
Did you watch any of Boone's live streams yesterday? Boone did like 4.
Oh, I caught the one where he did the live stream with the finalists. Okay. And then Tricky Bix jumped in at the end.
Okay, yeah.
Then he did another one later on, but I was on drawing a blank. You
were somewhere else.
I was somewhere else. Yeah, Haley's. I was on Haley's stream.
Okay.
I was Haley invited me on, so I was actually on the panel for her stream. So gotcha. I saw that he started another one to do do an AFOL interview with his build partner.
Yeah.
Mark, right?
Yeah.
And,
Mark.
And, yeah, and so I missed that one.
His like he had like 400 people watching.
Holy cow.
Like at one given time, it was like 350 something, and his chat was flying.
I think that's the one I was on. It was nuts.
Yeah, and he was like, he had chosen that day to make moderators. It's like,
oh really?
So like Moto became a moderator.
Yep. That's the stream I was watching when Moto became moderator. Moto was freaking out.
and some other of his friends he made moderators, but I'm a moderator on the Beyond the Brick channel, just because like they gave it to me forever ago.
Oh sure.
And I try to get in there and help when I'm there and I see like nonsense. But yeah, even theirs is like at this point is like nuts. and you're trying it. The chat is flying so fast, and people are like, sub for sub, sub for sub, sub for me, like spamming all kinds of junk.
That's where that timeout feature is really good.
Yeah, and Brian is also a mod on the Beyond the Brick channel, and we were both talking to each other. And he's like, Kevin, I feel like I'm shooting Skeet. Like, it's like I can't keep up with it.
Yeah. Yeah, they were going nuts on Boons yesterday about somebody that's like, oh, that's not the real so and so or whatever. And I'm like, if I was the mod, I would just say, okay, anybody else that mentions this name is getting timed out. I don't care who the heck you are. So yeah, I actually I did a super chat just to like, hey, thanks to the mods. Thank you mods for doing helping out.
It was nuts. It was nuts. So I had an interesting so I posted online on Wednesday. Good prequel skills, says London Bridge Fix. Yeah. That I was on so changing gears to Lego Masters more. I guess not necessarily changing too many gears, but I was like, I'm voting for Tyler and Amy because I have been since the first episode. And somebody had replied, and it was kind of very interesting. It was a very interesting reply, and they were like, "Kevin, I'm very surprised at you. I'm surprised you're not voting for the real AFOLs, Boone and Mark." And I'm like, the fact that you don't know Tyler's an AFOL shows me how disconnected you are from this. I was like, Tyler has been in the community for 20 years. Like, and I replied, I'm like, I am a big Boone fan. Like, I think Boone's awesome. And I called from the episode 1. I said, Boone and Mark will be in the finals. I said that straight up. Episode 1. I said they will be in the finals. But I was like, Tyler is going to take it home. I mean, I wasn't familiar, with his wife. I've never met his wife before, but I know Tyler's work. And I'm like, Tyler has got to take it home. He's got to take it home. He's seriously one of my favorite builders in the world. And I've been following his work for like 15, 20 years now. And it was like so weird. It's like, they're not real AFOLs. Tyler's not real. I'm like, you realize Tyler is a designer for Brick Loot. He's a designer for Build Better Bricks. He's done Brick Show stuff. He's like done his own classes on teaching kids how to build. He's been at conventions for 2 decades. I'm like, come on. Bama Bricks. Tyler builds some amazing stuff. Oh wait, you fell out of the stream.
Yeah, there you are. I was switching tabs, and I guess I hit the X instead of the tab. I'm like, wait, what just happened? Where did it go? Where'd the tab go?
Where did you go?
Yeah.
Doc, I love how Tyler was jelly of Kevin's Legos. I heard that too, Doc, and I was like, oh boy.
So
I don't use it though.
I've heard a lot, and what I was gonna say is I've heard a lot about how Tyler and Amy, like everyone's like, oh, Amy's just there as a supporting role and doesn't really build anything or whatever else. And I love how on Boone's channel, Tyler was like, no, she I did the initial design, but she did like 90% of the builds.
I thought that was awesome too, because I'll admit I didn't know. I also kind of assumed, I can
kind of see that she was always working on like the bulk. You can always kind of see it in there.
Yeah.
But they were saying on Boone's, they were saying like she was on the floor, like sitting on the floor, just building like crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, just nonstop. And pregnant on her feet.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So it was cool to hear. And I enjoy all those chances when they get on those streams and talk about the behind the scenes stuff. I enjoy all that because it's great to hear what's really going on, because you only see what Fox decides to show you.
Fake Mr. B. Oh yeah, fake Mr. B. That's what that was about. And and Pink Wheels says, my daughter found several builds in our beautiful Lego coffee table book by Tyler. Yeah, Tyler has been. That's the thing that kind of shocked me is people are like, he's not a real AFOL. I'm like, what? I was like, this guy's been part of the community for decades. Like he is a powerhouse of like content. That is just like crazy. But also,
Bama comments. Iceberg said in one stream that Amy held her own. He said that Tyler would show her something and she would build without any assistance.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and they obviously made an awesome team. They pumped out some quality material. I mean, it doesn't. I don't matter. I don't care how good you are. Like Tyler could not have done all that on his own. Not in that time frame.
No, and it was really good stuff. I almost every single week I was blown away by their build as a team. I think there was one time that I was like, all right. I actually didn't necessarily like the tri scraper. I thought it was a really clever thing, but I was like,
I like the idea, and it would have been good for a convention, but I wasn't like really on board. I agree. I wasn't on board for what the show was. Kevin?
Yes. What?
Okay, sorry.
Oh.
You were silent. I'm like, wait, did we lose you now?
No, I was really focused on the head, and then I was like, wait, what? What's going on? We got David Pagano in the chat, Paganimation, popping over in the YouTube chat. What's going on, buddy? La la. Yep. I don't know if I want him. I don't know if I want him smiling. I want him smiling. I mean to say, I don't know if I want his teeth showing. I think.
Doc says, well, after all that Tyler love, the show can only go downhill in season 2. But we're gonna have Moto on season 2, so
I'm excited. And then I think Steve said earlier that he was not a fan of the show. I think, right, something like that. Which is fine.
Oh yeah. I feel like a bad AFOL, but I've not really been interested in Lego Masters. Reality TV is just not my thing. Yeah, normally I'm in this kind of the same boat. I don't like reality TV. It was just hard. I kind of felt like I had to watch Lego Masters because there's so much talk about it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I got to see what people are talking about, and I enjoyed the builds. And I'm really happy that the Lego Masters themselves, the participants, kind of kept Fox from making it too much drama. Like, apparently they were talking about that early on, about how the producers were trying to push for drama, and the participants were like, no, we're family.
Yeah, good for them. I mean, that's obviously in the whole reality toolbox, reality TV toolbox. But they did their little part to like make it about wholesome building and values and stuff like that. But yeah, my son, I've been saying this, a few times, because I think for a lot of people in the community, that hair is awful. Let me try that again. For a lot of people in the community, they're like, oh, the show was terrible because they didn't show me the builds. I'm like, that's not what it's for.
Yeah, and you can get more of that by going on the YouTube and going on the Instagrams and stuff like that. They show a lot more there.
And I actually really like that. I like that the contestants have their own social presences, and you can go learn a little bit more. But like the show,
even on the official social press,
yeah, that too.
You can find it there.
It's just like there's so many people that were like, I didn't get to see the builds enough. I'm like, and you would never have gotten to see the builds more. Like, I don't know what you want. It's not for you. It's for casual Lego fans. I can guarantee you the target audience was casual Lego fans, people that maybe haven't even played with Lego in decades, to expose new people to the Lego brand. And that's what it did. And I sit there and I keep thinking about my son, this 6-year-old little kid who absolutely loved every episode of it. He started watching it again yesterday.
Oh yeah.
We've recorded it. We recorded all the episodes, and he said, can I watch it all through again? And so he watched episode 1, 2, and 3 again yesterday. It's like, that's it. Like, that's what it's for.
So there's two comments here that I see. Reed says not enough translucent bricks for him. And then Doc says, well, the judges are going to get on Moto for only using Technic bricks. And I agree on both of those comments, that the one thing that you have to have if you want to apply is you have to be versatile in all kinds of different building techniques. And Moto does do a lot of Technic-based builds.
Yeah.
And Reed does a lot of translucent only based builds. And so if they want to get on there and compete, they're going to need to expand that horizon and be able to build
yeah anything. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's the sad irony, is that the sad irony, Reed, is that like, oh, there's not enough. Like, the thing that you, for example, so because Reed, you put in the chat, you're like, oh, I want more translucent brick. The very thing that you say would make you more interested in the show is the thing that would keep you off the show. It's that you're like, right, I can only do translucent brick. It's like, well, then unfortunately it's just not the right competition for you.
I only build in black and very dark gray.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I get it. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with liking what you like. But yeah, you gotta be versatile and be able to, mix things up and be able to have different styles and different elements and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and Nick says, I don't feel don't feel they don't have enough time in a show for Moto to explain his builds. Yeah, and that's, I mean, that's it really. Your build has to explain itself. And Sega says I enjoyed the Peacock build, which I did as well. I thought it came out really really cool. All those final builds were pretty amazing.
All right, I'm gonna call it with that one.
Um,
It started off strong. I don't know how I feel about it. Hopefully, you guys think it's decent. It's like, there we go. I'll put him over
so
here.
Cookie Gamer had a couple of requests, and then we also have draw Thomas the Train. Yeah, I think. Oh, you did that one. So.
Oh yeah. What do we got here? I mean, I could do Thomas the Train. Where's Thomas the Train?
That was Brick Trooper.
Let's get Thomas the Train in there. That'll be our first. That'll be our first color drawing for today. All right, let's get Thomas up. I don't draw a lot of vehicles, and I get that Thomas is a character, but he's also a train. Thomas.
And see now a bunch of requests are rolling in. Like London Bridge is saying Captain Kirk in his '60s chair.
Ooh.
And Cafe Con Lego says draw Gumby.
Gumby, that's cool. Oh, Gumby.
That's a good color one.
That is a good color one indeed. All right, let's see.
You guys got to time it. Like when you see that you just about finish it up.
That's it. There's a technique to this. There is totally a technique to this. I get that sometimes it's hard to tell when I'm done, but there is totally a technique.
So yeah, Nick says the Moto's builds get lost on me for the most part. I like the dinosaur type mech, but the spaceship build seems a bit much. I mean, Nick, he gets a crowd at the conventions because it's just so big and so massive. And I mean the original edition of the spaceship was, I think, about 30 inch. Yeah, it was 30 inch by 30 inch by taller than me, so it was 6.5 feet tall. And he had ropes around it, and people just, he was constantly crowding around, asking questions about it and stuff like that. So it might be too much for something like Lego Masters. I don't know, but it definitely is popular at the conventions.
I feel like Moto is a really good, what's a good word? Fantastical. Like, he's a fantastical builder.
Yeah, and he has that category that he's currently building in of it's funny because he was building in it before the Lego Movie 2 came out, but it's very much Lego Movie 2 Star System style builds, where it's kind of like Friends style spaceships.
Yeah.
And he brought one of those to the first lug meeting, and I'm like, it just blew me away. I'm like, dude, you're at your first AFOL meeting and you bring this awesome piece, and it's just like way to make me feel depressing, man.
You're like, hey, hi everybody. I put these bricks together for the first time in my life. What do you think?
Right. Yeah. That was exactly it. Yep. So Brian Saviano's in the chat and says the thing is you can have the biggest builds with the most and grandiose colors of the whole Lego palette, but it needs to be able to tell a story, and that's what really sells it most of the time.
That is very true too. Especially if they showed anything on that show, it was the effort or the emphasis on storytelling. Like, they were all about storytelling. Almost every single episode. I mean, for heaven's sakes, the bridges had to have stories. Yeah. They were bridges that were just supposed to hold weight. It's like they have to have a story. It's like, why is this bridge here?
Cafe Con Lego wants to know, anybody presenting at Virtual Brick World? Yes. Reed or Hope Castle will be doing a presentation there.
What's going on, Brian? Welcome to the stream.
And over on Twitch, Bama Bricks, Kevin, I know you mentioned in Julian's stream about women casting on the show. Have you seen the cast for Lego Masters Australia? I assume it means Lego Masters 2. Like half the cast are female contestants.
Yeah, that's awesome. It was a huge problem in the US. It absolutely was.
I know Aussie Brick Chick actually applied or whatever, and yeah, so there was quite a few on there.
She was pretty she was, in some of her streams leading up to it, she was pretty confident and dropping a lot of hints that she was in it, and she is not. Yeah. So it's like,
well, she was hoping to be. Yeah, she was hoping.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's fine. I mean, I know a lot of people were. It's funny because it reminded me of the US casting, because there was so many builders I know in the community here in the US that were all like so incredibly certain they were going to be in it. Like they were already starting to like put out teasers on social media, like just watch out, guys, good stuff's coming. I'm like, yeah, but none of them were on the show. It's like
Right.
there's a danger to being like, super like counting your chickens before they're hatched. Don't count your chickens before they're hatched. There's nothing wrong with applying and saying, yeah, I applied, I'm looking forward to it. But there was just a lot of people that were like, stay tuned, folks, stay tuned. Good stuff. And like none of them were on the show. It's like, all right. And I actually forgot about it until like well into the show. I'm like, wait a minute. There was a lot of people I knew that were like teasing pretty fiercely that they were going to be on the show, and then they were not ever on the show. It's like interesting.
Well, and people got to realize too, like there's a lot of people that apply. It's like what's that one, American Idol? A lot of people apply, but they only have room for a couple dozen.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, Brian Saviano is indeed Bricks O'Brien. Brian Saviano is his personal account. Sometimes he gets switched back and forth on them. It's either yellow or blue. Yellow is personal. Blue is business. But they are one and the same.
Oh, on the icon?
Yeah. And the account, because he's got like a personal account and a business account. There's a 1, right? Thomas is 1. Looks like he's 1.
Yes, because I have a Thomas right here on my desk.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oddly enough, I found it in a bulk lot, and I was thinking about sending it to Jabo.
Oh, you have a Duplo Thomas, like
I have a Mega
one.
Bloks Thomas.
Oh, a Mega.
A Mega Bloks that looks like that's the size of Duplo, yes.
Interesting.
And actually, so the friend that sent me some Lego, I went through the 3 boxes that I got, and there's another Thomas in there, but it's a wooden one.
Ooh, I like the wooden ones. They seem like
it's just one of the little cheap one that goes on little wooden tracks. It's all nicked up too. It's just.
Oh, Brian, since oh, see you later, Leonard Bridge Bricks. Got to go.
Here, Jabo, have all this junk I found in my bulk lots.
I mean, hey, one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Right.
Brian, since you're here in the chat, and I don't know if Steve's still here. Steve, building with Steve, he reached out to me. He said he had a question for you, and I was like, yeah, hit up Brian. So I don't know if he did that or you got it, but you're both in the chat at the same time right now, unless you've left. Either of you have left. But yeah, that's all I got to say about that. That's about all I got to say about that.
Yeah, I totally heard that.
All right.
I have my phone on silence, but I'm expecting that fourth package today, so I'm like, keep staring at it, keep pulling it up.
Oh, sure. Okay. So just so you know, Brian, Steve's still here. So there he is. Steve's real. He's good people. He's not one of your many adoring fans who is trying to bombard you. Okay. All right. All's good then. Already's all done. On the ball. What am I doing? I don't need to interject. All right. Oxus Cheerio, Greg. Cheerio. Nah, that's not the right blue. So Thomas is getting some colors. He's our first color drawing.
Yeah. Reed says maybe Moto is building the spaceship he came to in this planet. His building is out of this world.
Out of this world. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I'll be free tonight, Reed. I'll actually be free for for most of the Friday Night Bricks because we already did our recording for Forever Sorting. So we will not have a conflicting thing. I usually have to duck out for Friday Night Bricks because I got to record. So that should be fun. Greg schooled me. Cheerio is a goodbye saying. It seems like so like stereotypical, like wrong. Like Cheerio. I don't know. It seems like odd.
I hate this. Don't be like this, Kevin. A clothing company that I follow just sent me an email while we were streaming, so not that long, saying, "Oh, buy our hoodie for only $6." And I go on there and I click on it and it says all sizes are out of stock.
All sizes are out of
Like
stock.
all 4 sizes they have listed here out of stock. Click for notification.
That's a wonderful example of marketing not talking to supply chain.
Yep. Like now I'm not going to buy anything now because why should I?
And now I'm going to unsubscribe to your message.
Right.
And now I'm done with your entire brand.
I probably should because yeah.
Let's get some gray. Get some gray in there. I don't know. His face looks like Edward the Blue Engine. Does it really? Is there really an Edward, or you just made that up? Because I would believe you if you said there was an Edward.
So it was brought up in a stream, and Reed wasn't sure. If you used to work for Lego, could you apply for Lego Masters?
That's what they said.
You can or can't?
They said you can.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go, Reed.
So yeah, the only reason I ever even applied, and I know I'm not alone. I know I am nowhere near alone. But a casting producer reached out to me on social media and was like, "Hey, I'm a casting producer for Lego Masters. We really like your work. You should apply for the show." And I replied, and I said, "Well, thank you. I'm very flattered, but I actually just came off a 12-year career at Lego. I don't think it would probably be. It's probably a conflict of interest or some kind of violation of contract, or just nothing else. It probably looks bad."
Right.
And they replied saying, "Oh, no, it's fine. You can apply. Do you work for Lego right now?" And I was like, "No." Like, "Oh, yeah, you can apply." I still sat on it and said, "Nah, I'm not going to." Yeah. And then the second casting agent said the same thing to me. And I said, "Actually, I told your colleague that, this way or whatever." They're like, "Oh, no, it's okay. You can apply." I still didn't. I actually applied after the fourth producer sent me a message.
Wow.
I said, "Fine. All right, I will apply." Because then I thought, actually, it would also help me tell future producers I've already applied. I was like, "I've already applied. You're good." But yes, I had four separate producers, different names, reach out to me and say, "You should apply to be on Lego Masters." And I told all of them I worked for Lego, did not work currently. And all of them were like, "Yeah, that's not a problem." I'm like, "Okay, whatever."
Wow. I've never heard you say that. That's crazy to hear.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't exactly
right,
bragging. It's just like, "All right, fine, I'll do it."
And you didn't apply to actually want to get on the show. You just did it to get them to leave you alone.
I kind of really did. Because I was kind of surprised. I thought by me saying, "Oh, I used to work for Lego," was going to be a good "Oh, we'll stop bothering you," and it never worked. Every time they're like, "Oh, no, we want you on the show." The fourth time, it was one of the casting people at Brick Fair, Virginia, because they were like, "Oh, did you make these Super Mario builds?" I'm like, "Yeah." "Did you know about this show?" I'm like, "Oh God." I was like, yes, I knew about the show. I know about the show. So yeah, I did the interview. I didn't get anywhere though. I got one interview in, done. Like the process was, I believe 3 interviews.
Okay.
There, like a first interview, a second interview, and a third interview with a building challenge. That's how you got on the show. I got 1. So it was like, and done. I did it. It was done. And I did not have anybody ask me about it afterwards. So I did feel like I accomplished the goal I wanted to accomplish. I was like, good. No one's going to bother me anymore. Humble brag.
Well,
I'm not trying to.
No, and that's just it. For me, it's like I find it interesting because it's kind of a continuation of your, like you're saying on the Forever Sorting, that your Lego story is coming to an end, and to me, that's kind of a continuation side story that's interesting to hear about.
Well, yeah, indeed. I'm just doing a little bit of shading. I'm about to finish this one up, guys. We're about to be done with this one. So if you've got suggestions, let me have them.
Nick says our 1-hour interview on Skype turned it to over 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean that was nice. Pretty. Like I was saying, Nick, not to steal your thunder, but I know you were like, oh, we got really far. I'm like, if you didn't get to the build challenge, you didn't get far. Like, that's the thing, because there's a lot of people I know that got to the build challenge, where like this was at home. Like, we're gonna give you a building challenge, build it with your partner, and then you're gonna come on and talk about it. And
Sega mentioned this before, that since you did Shaggy last week, you need to do Scooby Doo this week.
Oh, is that it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Is that how that works? Okay, I got you. All right, I think I'm satisfied with Thomas, even though Doc says it's Edward.
Gator Bricks is in the chat and says, "Oh, I saw it though, Gator. You retracted it, but I saw it."
I forgot. Let me do Gumby. I wanted to do Gumby. Gumby wouldn't take me that
that was
long.
from Cafe Con Lego.
That one won't take me too long, but I want to do Gumby. Let's see. Where did Gumby go? Where's Gumby?
I could throw it in there for you.
There we go. I got it. I gotcha. Awesome Recreation says, loving the Thomas. Thank you. Draw Naruto riding a giant rat. Oh, and Gator Bricks. Hello, Gator Bricks. My 6 and 8-year-old are watching with me. They want Jedi Dora the Explorer. Ooh. Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because he retracted that comment.
Oh,
but it goes to StreamYard, and it stays on StreamYard.
Oh, that was retracted?
So, yeah,
okay.
on YouTube side it was retracted. So it's kind of funny that
that's interesting.
Like, yeah, you can't retract it. It's stuck.
That's weird. All right, let's do Gumby. Gumby won't take very long.
Oh, so he reposted saying Jedi Dora the Explorer or Darth Vader Pikachu.
Yeah, gotcha.
My kids keep changing their mind. That's why.
Got it. All right. I've always wanted like a really nice quality Gumby toy, which I'm pretty sure they exist, and I've seen a couple, but like I want like a really good quality, like one of those stupid toys you buy and it's like way too much money. You're like, oh, I'm gonna buy like the Buzz Lightyear toy from Toy Story, but I want to get like the $60 version because it's like extremely high quality, like sits on a shelf, collects dust for years. Because I remember watching Gumby and enjoying it. What were the other? Was it Blocko? It was Blocko. Blocko Corp with the blockheads. That might be incorrect. I need to fix that. That hand is too close. Too close to the body there.
My dogs can hear me talking, and they were whining at the top of the stairs.
Oh.
I had a Gumby toy, but I think it was secondhand because I was the youngest of the family.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit, but never really got that into it. So Cookie Gamer says my old therapist had a super high quality Gumby toy.
Yeah. See, that's what I want. I want like a really nice quality Gumby. And then of course I'd also want Pokey. And I'm undecided. I've been undecided for years if I want the yellow dinosaur too.
See, I don't even know.
So you don't even know. Yeah, that's fine.
I remember Gumby and I remember the horse.
It's all good. Yeah, it was Gumby and then Pokey was the horse, but then there was a yellow dinosaur too. And like I said, I have never really been able to decide, even all these years later, if I'm like, do I really care about the yellow dinosaur though? I don't know. Let's see here. Yep, Blocko were the evil guys. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't even know how I watched Gumby. It's from the 30s or something. Yeah, I don't really remember how I watched it either. It was probably playing on something though, like some rerun somewhere, Nickelodeon or something.
Did you have cable when you were a kid?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, see, I only had a antenna TV, so it had to be like on like PBS or something that was free.
You know, I think Nickelodeon used to play Gumby like early in the morning.
Yeah, I didn't have Nickelodeon.
I think that's what it was. Let me get my dentures, says Duck. I think I need to back up a little bit. I'm too close. I can't see. Oh, that's a gigantic Gumby. I didn't realize how big he was. All right.
It says Gumby had a revival after Saturday Night Live in the 80s and Eddie Murphy doing a bit.
That's what Doc was saying. I don't remember that, but he was saying, he was asking about if we remembered.
Oh, yep. I see it
And
up
I
there
was
now.
like,
Okay.
nah, I don't remember that, but I didn't used to watch. I've never really kind of watched Saturday Night Live, to be honest. All right, Larry, I scaled him down a little bit. He was way too big.
Yeah, I let the dogs downstairs and now they're sitting on the couch whining.
Never satisfied, right?
No.
Never satisfied.
Nick says, I remember watching Gummy in the morning before school. It came on after the Muppet Show. And see, I didn't watch the Muppets either. I watched, like, I know, obviously knew who they were as a kid and stuff, and I watched a couple of bits, but I just never got into it.
I think I want to do his, like, he had like a slide run. He didn't actually walk. He like slid. It was
It's
like,
funny. Cafe Con Lego says, you know what doesn't hold up? Pee Wee Herman. And it's funny because I actually watched Pee Wee Herman.
That one didn't work, huh? I can't find any images of it, but I kind of remember he had like this little like skip. He had like one leg up and he would just like glide. That's how he would walk. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. He'll just be doing a little like kick thing.
Such a weird character. Like, how did they even think that up?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Nick says Pee Wee still holds up for him. His kids even like it.
Yeah, I think that's the real that's how you really decide if something holds up or not. It's like you have to show somebody who's never seen it in today's, like if it's a video game or a movie or whatever, find somebody who's never been exposed to it and like probably a child because it's probably something that you remember from your childhood and be like, what do you think of this? That's how you can tell if it's holding up or not.
Yeah. And Nick, I totally see that. Like Adult Swim now, that's what Pee Wee Herman was back then.
All right, let's give Gumby some color. He's got a specific green. It's starting to get a little chilly. I might need to step away and turn my heater on.
That's what I just went and got was my heater.
Space heater in the basement.
Yep. Basement life.
It's that basement life. That's like not quite right. It's like, I'll just go with that. That's a little better. Swampy green. It kind of is, but there's also like some other ones that's like almost like turquoisey. But I remember him being green. But so like I was speaking of things holding up, you know, I was watching all of the Ernest movies.
Oh yeah.
Because of my friend David. And this was a while ago. This wasn't recent. And my 6-year-old, I guess he was 5 then when we were watching them. Yeah, that sounds right.
he kind of thought a lot of them were like not that interesting. He was like, yeah, all right. Like some of it was funny. He called him the funny man. He's like, are we watching the funny man again? And but then I watched the television show. For those that did not know, there was a television show, the Ernest, Hey Vern, it's Ernest television show. And my son loved it. He thought it was hilarious. But I don't know if it's like just because it took the whole Ernest concept and shoved it into very short little skits for 30 minutes or whatever. But he thought that was hilarious.
Oh, Building with Steve had to take off. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, see you later, Steve. Thanks for being here. Hink, man, you know, you guys. Hink. Nobody calls me that. except for certain people.
I think Julian does, and that's where everyone gets it from.
Does he? Somebody started it. It was in a stream, though, that's for sure. I was like, nobody calls me Hink. Maybe Brick Vibe started it. I feel like Brick Vibes. Let's see, Brickhead family. Vanessa and I might hop on Reed's stream later to build more of this Barracuda Bay. Cafe Con Lego, I can see that. It's good, but I don't like it as much now. The water moccasin scene from Pee-wee's new movie gets me every time. I actually never watched Pee-wee's Playhouse. Sorry, everybody. We all have various things that we have seen and not seen, and I had never watched Pee-wee. Haven't even seen the movie or movies. Is there one movie? 2 movies?
I'm sure there's more than one. I don't know how many.
Yeah, haven't seen any of that. None of that. None of that.
Let's find out. I can still get, like, as soon as I saw his photo, I heard that laugh, like the.
Oh yeah.
I can't, yeah.
Hey, zombie.
It's just so funny.
Like all I know about Pee-wee is from like social, like references in pop culture and stuff. Like that's what I know about
Really?
Pee-wee. It's like, how does he sound when people like put him in cartoons and things? Hey, zombie.
It looks like he appeared in a bunch of stuff. Probably be better if I went to like IMDb.
Dang it. Dang it. Okay, color within the lines, man. Color within the lines. Three or four movies.
Yeah, so Pee-wee's Playhouse, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Big Top Pee-wee.
I think Big Adventure is the only one that I know of.
Oh yeah, okay. He was in Flight of the Navigator as Max. That makes sense. Because he has a laugh.
You know what? That actor, what's the actor's name?
Paul Rubens.
Yeah, he was really good in the most recent Gotham television show. He was the Penguin's father, like the Penguin, Oswald Cobblepot. He was the Penguin's dad, and I thought he was great. I was like, wow, this guy's so unsettling. I mean, you know, Penguin's unsettling, so to have an unsettling dad is like, that's what you need. It's like, this has got to be like very bizarre. Like you got to meet both of his parents in that show. It was really good. I loved Gotham. I thought Gotham was an excellent like universe building show for Batman.
Sega says I miss going to the movies. Yeah, we had plans to go to the movies and see that new Pixar one.
Now you can see it at home.
Beyond, right? Or no?
Onward.
And and so we ended up getting Hulu or Disney Plus, and watched it at home. It was a really good movie. But yeah, I was like, we wanted to see that one, and we wanted to see the Star Wars one, and that was just on us. We just never got out to see it. But yeah.
Oh,
and
played. Did he play Kristen? Was he Penguin's dad in the first Tim Burton movie too?
I don't know. I closed it.
That's crazy.
That's what Nick says.
Oh yeah, Nick said he was Penguin's father, and that's crazy. He did it both times. That's awesome. He was really good. I liked it. I was like, that's really good. That's crazy that he repeated the role. Fascinating.
So Gator originally had a couple suggestions, but says Molly is now asking for Abraham Lincoln.
Okay, let's give Molly Abraham Lincoln. Here's our finished Gumby. right? Here we go. That's the finished Gumby. Thank you for the suggestion, Cafe Con Lego. And now I will do Abraham Lincoln. It's been so long since I've seen that original Batman movie. I actually, when I did see it when I was a kid, it freaked me out. I was like, I'm disturbed. I can't watch it. I remember Penguin biting off some guy's nose or something, and I was like, done. I was done.
I actually started watching all the Batmans from like the very beginning.
That's kind of a cool run.
Yeah, like the old school TV shows where they like suddenly break into dance and music. It's yeah. Have you never seen that?
The Adam West?
Yeah, I think so.
I have not. I have not.
Like they literally like are fighting the bad guy, and then all of a sudden they're all dancing on the dock.
All right, I'm turning my heater on because my hands are starting to get a little numb. All right, that's on. I do remember lots of scenes from the Adam West show making rounds on the internet, which I find hilarious because it's like Batman going into a club and he's in full outfit and the guy's like, "Can I get you anything to drink, Batman?" And he's like, "What is this? This is not how it works."
Let's see.
All right, we're gonna draw Abraham Lincoln. I'm gonna try to do one of these. I'm gonna try to do him justice because he's kind of important. I don't think I've ever drawn Abraham Lincoln. I've drawn George Washington before a couple times.
Yeah, I started with 1943 Batman.
1943. So that's before Adam West.
I think so. Yeah.
What was before Adam West?
This was a while ago.
I feel like Adam West was like the first screen Batman.
It was. Opening. Lewis Wilson, Douglas Croft. Yeah, Lewis Wilson was Batman.
The first screen
Douglas
Batman?
Croft was Robin.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
I would have failed that trivia. I totally would have been like they were the first on-screen Batman. Was Burt Ward and Adam West.
That was in 43, and at least I have 15 episodes of it. And in 49, I think that's when Adam West took over.
Shark repellent scene. Yeah. Let me start from the eyes. I usually do start from the eyes, so I don't know why I didn't do it that time.
Yeah, and that was one of those things. Like, I'm not like I wouldn't call myself a Batman fan. Like, I enjoy the movies or whatever, but it was just like, oh, hey, it'd be kind of fun to watch these really old ones and gain some cultural reference.
Well, I've been saying on the last couple streams that I started watching The Twilight Zone because I had never watched that show before, and none of it, no version of it. Like I've just said, never. I'm aware of it. I know of it. I just never had seen it. And in this age of desperately trying to find content to entertain ourselves at home, I noticed it was on Netflix, and I was like, oh, let's do this. And so I started with the original. So it's all black and white, and it's pretty fun, and it's pretty I'm like, this is like so ahead of its time. Like this is like great. There's been a few that I'm like, yeah, that one wasn't that good, but a lot of the stories are just brilliant. And my kids have stumbled upon me watching it a few times. They're like, ew, what is this? Like black and white television, old, it looks all old. I'm like, yeah, well, you're fine. Get out of here.
Well, it's kind of funny. I had a job, an office job at one point. We did movie day lunches, and it got shut down pretty quick. I mean, my manager was cool that he was actually one of the promoters, but the other half of the participants, their manager, was very much against it. But I have a really big collection of old school black and white sci-fi movies, and so we were watching some of those, and it was really fun. Like, I mean, like Mars Needs Moms, and the original, like the very first science fiction movie ever filmed that I know of, which is what was it called, like The Machine or something? It's all black and white and silent.
Yeah. You know what's
And
funny that you say that is that we started at Lego at the corporate office in Connecticut. We started a thing where during our lunch breaks we would watch we would build Lego sets and watch something.
yeah, I saw the part about you building Lego sets. You didn't mention watching something. That's cool.
Well, so because we started watching stuff. So it'd be like somebody would bring, or like we bring up Netflix or whatever, and we would watch The Office while we build Lego sets. And it was just during our lunch break. And people had a problem with it, and they started complaining and saying, "Oh, I don't think those employees are working." And it's like, okay, what? This is on our lunch break. Like, come on.
And we'd make sure to only do an hour at a time, because we had an hour lunch, so we'd do an hour, and then like on Thursday, and then watch the other half on Friday.
Yeah, I mean, we did the same thing. Like we were courteous. We would usually do it in a meeting room. Like we would find a meeting room that was empty. And I would even book it. I would book it. And so like, you couldn't even give me the excuse of like, it was just annoying. I had a huge problem with people being like, they're not working. They're just like watching movies. I was like, whatever. I was so mad. I was so pissed off. And I was like, yeah, I'm not working because I took a lunch break and decided to build product that our company sells and then watch something while I build it, whatever. So then we stopped.
Like, what would be the difference of you doing it on your own, like listening to headphones and watching on your phone, right? Like,
yeah, it was just, I was so mad. But so because people were complaining, we stopped watching. So we just kept building, but we were building like, in the cafeteria and stuff. But even then, people still would walk by all the time and they'd be like, wow, I wish I had the time to build. I'm like, we're eating lunch. Like, geez.
Right.
Come on.
So the two sci-fi packs I have, one is called Science Fiction Classics 50 movie pack, and the other one's Tales from the Future 9 movie pack. And the Tales from the Future, I can't tell what movies are on it. So I'm trying to remember the title of that one that I was talking about.
Whoa.
The other one has all the titles, and I don't see it. It's not jumping out at me. The one I was talking about where it's like a silent picture sci-fi.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank and it's bugging me. Yeah.
Brick Bunny's TV. What's going on?
Of course, Nick's on the movie that still holds up is Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Although what did I see the other day on TV was Buck Rogers.
I just think of Duck Rogers.
Yeah.
Duck Rogers in the 24th and a half century.
Yeah, now I don't remember which one of these movies we actually watched during that time. That was years ago.
Time flies.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do a great honor to this man. Trying. It's all about that slightly crooked bow.
Was his bow tie usually crooked?
It's just like it's that really old style bow tie. That's not. It doesn't look at all like bow ties that we look at, and so I don't feel like you can tie it perfectly straight. Like I always see these portraits and it's just slightly askew or slightly crooked.
Oh,
I think it's just a time of the era. I know he's like, I get the whole top hat thing, but I think I'm gonna just do his hair. Whoa, too much, Lincoln. Calm it down on that.
yeah.
Calm it down on that one.
That's some modern hair you got rocking. Oh, I missed this comment from Nick. He says, I'm a huge Batman fan. I have a Batman and Joker tattooed on my body. That's how much of a nerd I am.
Oh, do you really? I didn't think Nick had any tattoos. Is
That's
it a
awesome.
visible tattoo, Nick?
Oh, depends on who's looking, I guess.
It always
Vanessa's probably seen it.
It always depends on who's looking.
Well, Nick, if you don't have if you don't have or haven't seen those really old Batman TV shows, let me know. Your Abe Lincoln has a Tom Hanks look to him, according to Brick Bunny's TV.
Is he Tom Hanks? If you guys haven't seen that film that a couple years ago, that what's his name, Daniel Day-Lewis played Lincoln, that was a spectacular film.
Nick says that the tattoos are on his arms.
I don't remember seeing them. Am I blind? I think I'm blind.
Maybe it's like behind a shirt sleeve or something.
But yeah, I definitely recommend that. I saw that on a plane, and it was really good. And I swear Daniel Day-Lewis was Abraham Lincoln. I'm like, did you guys find him from the grave? I was like, man, it was great. From the animated series, nice. Animated series was excellent. Bruce Timm all the way. All the way, Bruce Timm. I'm so glad that Bruce Timm is kind of back in, at least talking with DC and Warner Brothers and stuff again. They had a big falling out. Big falling out to the dismay of fans everywhere. Okay, I think that's decent enough to put colors on this. Cookies, I'll be right back. I gotta do some schoolwork. That sounds important. I almost want to think you should have been doing that before you were watching the stream.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I don't judge you. You do what you need to do. Handle your business.
I don't know. I bet if that was your kid, you'd have something else to say about it.
Of course I would. But I have enough to deal with one kid. I don't need to worry about another one. All right. Let's see. Or worry about the two. Whoops. All right. Let's see. Let's move Lincoln. It's okay.
Nick says you took offense. Or no, his house. I don't know whose house is in Springfield. Sorry, I thought he was talking about you for a second. But he says, I visited his house in Springfield, and they didn't like it when I asked if the place was haunted when I took the tour.
Oh, whose house? Bruce Timm's? Are you talking about Bruce Timm's house?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
I mean, Bruce Timm's not dead.
And speaking of Tom Hanks, I doubt this is news, but did you know Tom Hanks portrayed Mr. Rogers in a movie? Yes. Yes, I did.
I saw it. I saw it in theaters.
Yeah? Was it good?
It was great. It was really, really great. I mean, you know you're going to cry, right?
Oh, Lincoln's house in Springfield.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, so they didn't like it. They didn't like it when he asked if Lincoln's house was haunted.
Yeah, that Mr. Rogers movie was great. It was really awesome because I thought they did a stellar job at making a film about him not be about him.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's also like I've watched a lot of interviews. I've read Mr. Rogers' biography too. And a lot of his stuff was he never wanted attention on himself. He was always trying to get attention on everybody else. And he was very uncomfortable with attention on him. And so the fact that they had this movie, you know, which was done with permission from the Rogers family and his widow and all that. And the movie is so, it's all about him, but none of it is about him, is amazing. It's just absolutely amazing. It's great. It's a good movie. We got a Sand sighting. Sausage Link Lincoln.
I was gonna say Sans was already here, but no, I was thinking of Sega. Well, welcome, Sans.
Sans is always here though, in our hearts and spirit.
Oh yeah, of course. CafeCon Lego. I booked a date night tour in Virginia, and it turned out it was a ghost tour.
Of Link of what? Of Link's
in
Link's
general.
house?
It doesn't
Oh,
say. What is? I always have to look it up. What is SMH?
shake my head.
Shake my head. Okay.
Oh yeah, shake that head.
I always think it's like shut my mouth, but I know that's not right. It was one of those like I grew up in the chat age. I know acronyms. They've been around for decades.
Yeah,
But that one is newer. And
that one has eluded you.
and that one has eluded me. It wasn't there when I was on IRC chat, and so it just yeah.
Yeah. I remember when I was getting when I would Google like different acronyms and stuff like that because I didn't know what they meant. Like, what does that one mean? Oh, okay. All right. What does that one mean? Okay.
Yep. We have Isaac plays video games in the Twitchverse.
Oh, hello. Hello, Isaac plays video games. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, Nick's all over a date night like that.
Yeah, I bet. Right up his alley.
So, Nick, I'll have to send my neighbors your way. My house is perfectly fine. I have no problems here, but they swear their house is haunted. So I will put them in touch with you, and then that way they can talk about it with you, because I know you're always looking for someone.
Hey, everyone's got a story to tell, Ken.
Yep.
Everyone's got a story to tell. I was trying to really go for that whole stoic look. You know, it's important. Got to get that stoic Abraham look. I don't know how well it is translating, but and I don't know how well it even looks like him. It looks like the memory of him, if that makes any sense. Like if you don't bring up reference right now, you're like, oh yeah, that looks like him. But if you look at reference, you're like, that does not look like him. It's like Mandela effect. I draw in Mandela effects only. It's what you think he looks like. It's not really what he looks like. He looks stern. Thank you. I was going for stern, you know?
Doc says, so this is Lincoln before the war.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know when the picture I'm looking at was taken, but more than likely.
I wonder why. Like, because was stressed out after the war, or because the hair? Maybe the hair went gray.
He probably died.
It just makes me wonder why he
he just died. He just got shot.
Howard Stern.
Is it Howard Stern? Okay. Does it look like Howard Stern? No, come on. Come on. Let me do a suit. A little bit of that.
Did you read Cafe Con Lego's thing about the
oh no, what?
The ghost tour? So it says scary was not my thing, but they're his thing, so it worked out. I got free pizza, so it was okay.
There you go. Free pizza.
All about that free pizza.
Free pizza is good unless it's like gross pizza. So yeah, you can keep it. So I'm almost done with this one. So throw in some new suggestions. Depending on how complicated it is, we might have time for one more or two more. If we get some like simple ones and stuff, they'll go pretty quickly. But if it's Abraham Lincoln portrait style, it'll probably be one more left for time. But go ahead and start throwing them in. I don't have a lot more to do on this. So feel free to throw ideas out there for me.
So Doc says his comment was based on before the ravages of the presidency turned him, how do you say that?
Turned him dead?
No, like stressed out and skinny.
Oh, yeah.
Gaunt. Is that how you say it? Gaunt?
Huh? What?
Gaunt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Gaunt. Yeah.
Yeah, Gaunt.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I kept thinking you were telling me to like gone, like I'm gone. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not gone.
No.
I'm right here. I'm still here. Yeah, he did get like really, really sick. And I mean, I get it, right? I get it.
Yeah.
That's literally the worst thing you can do. Hey, you're president of the United States. Oh, by the way, it's split and it caved in and it's now a civil war.
All right.
Good
Spider-Man swinging from a building. Killer clown from outer space. Donald Duck. Adam Ant as Adam Ant. Darkwing Duck Bama.
I just did Darkwing Duck. Actually, just recently. That was in my six fan arts challenge.
And Scooby-Doo. We still are missing the Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
Oh, Doc says that Lincoln's wife went crazy.
I believe it. Yeah, man, that's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. All right, let's see. I'm just kind of scrolling through, also looking up a little earlier to see if anybody threw some in.
There wasn't. I mean, you have to go way back to go earlier.
Yeah,
it was mostly just chat, I think.
Country went cray. So yeah, a little stress, just a little stress, right? A little stress.
Oh yeah, Lincoln was definitely a vampire hunter.
Oh, that was so stupid. Went so dumb. Let me look at again what Adam Ant looks like. I have in my mind. I kind of have an idea what he looks like, but didn't he say up and Adam Ant? Didn't he say that?
I no idea.
Who is this?
So my house faces a busy street, and so every time a car drives by, my Ring doorbell says, "Oh, you got motion," and it doesn't matter how I aim the thing, I can't exclude it. Like I pretty much have to put it like at a 45-degree angle, pointing straight down to get it to exclude it. And so every time I see that, I'm like, "Oh, is my package here? Oh, is my package here?" It's like, okay, no.
I searched Adam. When I searched Adam Ant, I get a ton. Like the majority of the pictures are like some singer and like an album cover. And I had to type Adam Ant. It is time for a new request, Sans. Adam Ant cartoon. Because I know Adam Ant cartoon. And I was like, that seems.
See, I don't know Adam Ant at all.
I mean, that's an oldie.
Oh.
But it was weird that I got all that. Like, who's this guy?
Like maybe I did see that cartoon at least once.
Let me look at what Mr. Peabody looks like. I kind of remember they were time travelers, right? Mr. Peabody and Sherman, time travelers. The boy and his dog.
Yeah.
You got something, Sans? I'm picking which one. I don't know which one yet. I'm reviewing the submissions. You wanted them confused, the singer and the ant cartoon.
Yeah, Doc wants Adam Ant as Adam Ant, the 80s singer.
I don't think my brain can handle it.
No, Pinky. Well, how about Pinky and the Brain? Speaking of brains,
Pinky and the Brain. I remember Pinky and the Brain.
I loved Pinky and the Brain. Do you see that meme that I posted last week?
Okay, early's 80s Adam Ant isn't oldies. Okay, is it? Okay, it is. Sigh. Adam Bomb from WWE.
Now, see,
Oh.
Casper the Friendly Ghost would be a good one for earlier in the stream, but now that we're in the color section, it's like, eh. So
I mean, we did have one stream where I did all
Yeah.
like white. Who is this Maguma? Let me look what that is.
So Pinky says,
What
Brain,
is
what are we gonna do
thing?
tonight? And Brain says the same, or something about like we're gonna be good and stay in tonight, or something like that. Like keep this.
I have drawn. I
I'm
have
gonna
drawn
find it. I'm gonna find it.
Joey as Thomas the Train before. JV. I've done that. Demogorgon. I like Pinky and the Brain too. Brixio has Kevin Doohan and Motto. Yeah, I'm looking for like the last one or two. It's probably gonna be the last Doodle.
There you go. What are we gonna do tomorrow, Brain? The same thing we do every day, Pinky. Stay home to flatten the curve.
Sans, yours thing is crazy. It's like this weird seal creature from I guess the Godzilla universe. I have done the Demogorgon before. I thought it was pretty. I thought I did pretty good on that one. Let me try to get something that's. Should use the hammer. Is there something crazy going on in the chat that I can't see? I don't know.
No.
Okay. I don't know what that means then. Should I use the hammer?
Maybe he wants to delete everyone else's comments and force his to be the top.
Oh, is that what
I don't know.
Jeez. Let me look at what Adam Bomb is from WWE. I don't know what that is, so let me look it up. Adam Bomb. Oh. All right. I'll do Adam Bomb. That's totally something I would never have drawn. So let's see. And it seems like there's quite a few wrestling fans. I've never really been a wrestling fan, but I know of a lot of people that are. Where did that comment go?
I agree, JB. So Doc says no, but I like to spam the hammer, and then dang, busted by Ken. So I guess I was on the.
You were on the point.
I was on the point, and then JB's like, at this point we should just ignore Doc. He makes no sense.
Okay, where did that comment go? I think it was Bunnies. Oh yeah, Brick Bunnies TV. Adam Bomb from WWE. All right, we'll go for that. That's very different.
You got one?
Yeah, I got one. All right. This will probably take the rest of the time. We'll see. Whoa, Lincoln, back up. Easy. All right. Sometimes it I don't know. It does certain weird things when the tablet's connected. It doesn't do these things normally. But when you have these super random, intense zoom ins, you guys have probably seen them if you've watched the stream before. Where all of a sudden out of nowhere, I have these super crazy fast zoom ins on the artwork. That's the tablet took my pen stroke as a zoom option all of a sudden. It does weird things. The tablet does some odd things every now and then. I cannot explain why it does. It just does. If you were going to do a wrestler, it would have been Hulk Hogan.
I was saying we're gonna take up a petition or something like that and get you a new tablet, but man, not at that price.
No. It's not. I mean, the tablet's fine. I have no issues with it. It's just it does weird little wonky things every now and then, but it's not stuff that's performance. It doesn't make the artwork bad or anything. It's just weird.
Well, it probably doesn't do it when you're just doing work, right? It's probably the switching back and forth to the chat and stuff.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, having the computer do live streaming. There's just a lot of stuff having the computer having to process, I think.
Because do you ever have issues with it when you're just working?
No.
Because I assume you use it for work.
I do, but not often because most of my work I don't use the tablet for. This is really one of the only times I use the tablet is when I stream.
Okay.
There have been some projects that I've done where I've had to use the tablet. But most of the time, I will draw what I need, pencil and paper, and then I will scan that in, and then I will use Illustrator. I'll trace over my line work with Illustrator, and I get a pretty good result with that.
Nice.
But if I can guarantee you, if I had a Cintiq though, I would be using a lot more because then I would be directly seeing what I draw. And
So
I could,
yeah, so that's you kind of referenced that earlier. So I assume it's almost like a computer monitor that you can draw on.
pretty much. Yep.
That's really cool.
Sorry, I am totally neglecting the chat at all. Bricks Ideas. Hello, Bricks Ideas. Well, in the wrestling world, you can sketch President Trump. He was in something, wasn't he? He was in something in the wrestling world. I remember the old Lincoln looks like Boone. Savage Draw, please draw AJ Styles, the wrestler WWE.
Brick Vibes in the chat.
What's going on, Vibe? Yeah, this will probably be our last doodle for the day. I'm very doubtful that I will have more time to do one after this one. I could be wrong. I don't think I will be.
I don't know much about professional wrestling other than The Rock is always cooking something.
Jeez.
I don't know anything about professional wrestling. My friends are so into it, and I'm like, I just don't get it.
Oh, that was Sans' joke. I thought that was your joke, Ken.
No, that was Sans. That was Sans. That was all Sans. I don't know anything.
Like, man, I was gonna say that's actually not that bad of a joke. Don't worry, it's still not that bad of a joke, even though Sans said it. I just thought that's what you said. I was like,
no,
that's
you
pretty
good.
Good.
You can give Sans a pity laugh. I don't need it.
Oh. Oh. All right. He's got some big old goggles going on, that's for sure.
So I guess I'll look him up. Is this a current WWE?
Your guess is as good as mine. I don't follow anything with wrestling at all.
Do I spell it right?
Never have been interested.
Sans. So it's funny when he says it, but it's bad when I say it. That's
it's still funny. It was still funny. I just thought he said it. That's what I thought was his joke.
Oh yeah, man! Look at those goggles. How does he even see through those? I assume he pulls them off or something when he's actually wrestling.
See, Brick Bunny's TV should be educating us on this. Was their suggestion? So we got to be getting educated on this person from Bunnies.
Brick Bunny said nope. I assume that means not a current wrestler. Let's go back to all.
I would assume the same. I sense a lot of bias here. No bias. No bias.
And Nick, if you want to see WWE cringe, watch the new show called The Big Show Show. Oh, so yeah, he was a wrestler. Adam Bomb was a wrestler from 93 to 95 approximately, according to Brick Bunny's TV. Let's see how close you got it. So Brian Clark, professional wrestling career from 89 to 90. World champion wrestling from 90 to 91. Yeah, WWF from 93 to 95. You nailed it, 93 to 95.
Sans, if you want normal cringe, check out JB's channel. I did a commission for somebody last year. They wanted me to draw their friend. I think it was a Christmas present. Wanted me to draw their friend as some other wrestler that had hearts on his outfit.
Okay.
I think it was like something heart. I don't know, like the heart or something. But it came out really good. And the guy, so like he ordered it and it wasn't for him. Like he wanted his friend and it was given to his friend. And then his friend who received the gift got in touch with me and was like, that was really, really good. Like I wouldn't have expected that. Like I was expecting, if anybody, the person who ordered it is going to say whether they like it or not, but I expected to never hear anything from the person who got it. But he actually followed up with me and followed me on all the social stuff and was like, I really love this. You did like, it looks so great. And he's been liking my posts and stuff ever since then. So that was really cool. That was a success. That was a successful job. Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels? I don't know. I just know that he had like a pink and black outfit, I think. And I think it had like one heart on the main outfit and then hearts on the pants. 3 hearts, I think. Like, obviously I was looking at reference when I got the job and he sent me some photos, but I don't remember what it was. He's got some super curly, frizzy hair. Could, of course, just be all the sweat. Bret Hart, then. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. My channel has that cringe. My bad. Very nice logo on the abdomen. The nuclear symbol, very crucial since atom bomb hailed from 3 Mile Island. Interesting. Yeah, see? This is what you're supposed to be educating all of us because we don't know. Apparently nobody else knows this person. It's like got these stripes, kind of like explosion, I guess. I'm always very interested to know when I post up the drawings later on social media for people that did not see the stream, like, will they recognize these random characters? Do they even know what's going on? As I mentioned in the beginning of the stream, sometimes I get too much credit and they're like, wow, Kevin, I didn't know you liked so-and-so. I'm like, I don't. I just drew it because somebody said to draw it.
And I know you've mentioned before you're surprised when someone's like, oh, wow, it's atom bomb. Like,
they get really excited. People get like super excited. Like, I didn't know, because they usually think that I did this on my own accord because I like whatever's the property that I've drawn. And it's like, yeah, sometimes, but like a lot of times I have no idea what any of this stuff is. Like most of the suggestions, I'm like, all right, sure. I mean, I know who Abraham Lincoln is, but it's like, all right, I'll draw that idea for you.
Yeah, that reminds me. I wanted to follow up on my request from a couple weeks ago and see if anybody commented on the Psyche K. And there was a Dolan Bricks that said the only one I noticed was Psyche K and House of 1,000 Corpses and Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah. Like to see if somebody knew what that was, right? What
right.
The ref. Yeah, I got you.
It makes me wonder though if because did you tag him?
I did the hashtag. I don't know if I didn't tag any official accounts, but I hashtagged it.
I don't see it though in the. Oh yeah, you did Psyche Cusco in the comments. So
I did, yeah.
If you do it in the comments, if it shows up still in like.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's a great question for someone who's really good at social media skills. I mean, I've always been under the impression that if you still do it in the comments, it still like comes up. Because I don't like to clutter up the post, but of course, if it doesn't work, then I'll put it in the post.
Yeah, so I clicked on the hashtag and I'm scrolling through it now to see if I can find it.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a pretty popular character, so it gets a lot of.
Fan art
like this one I clicked on was from 24 hours ago. So, and it's funny, you know how you did that pick 6 characters for me to draw thing.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that come up over and over and over.
Oh yeah. No, it's huge. It's a gigantic trend right now. It's big, and a lot of my like my friends and mutual people that I follow that had not done it did it after I posted mine.
Nice.
I was like, let the peer pressure continue. So actually, it's 12:40, and I'm done drawing this guy. I'm just throwing colors on him. So I actually do think I'll have time for one more, but it won't be like it can't be like a complicated one. We can't have any, two-headed horses riding on a windmill wearing a tutu eating a tin of whatever. We
But that's
can't
a great
have.
idea for next time.
That's a great idea for next time. We can't have any of that shenanigans. But if there's maybe a cartoon character, those are simple. Something else.
How about a minion version of Sans?
A minion version of Sans.
That's from JB Brick Fanatic.
I'm very tempted. I'm very tempted right now. How do I turn the minion into Sans?
See you later, Reed.
Bye, Reed. How do I turn the minion into Sans? That's interesting. That's an interesting challenge. Okay.
When did you do that, Psyche? The guy with the green, the pink hair and the green uniform. Was that last week?
I think it was 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Scrolling through the hashtags, I'm almost to 7 days ago. So
I think it was 2 weeks ago. I could be wrong. Time flies during quarantine.
right.
I have such a bad sense of timing now. Like I'm always like, when was that? 3 weeks ago or yesterday?
Oh, I'm not seeing any requests coming in, people. We could stay here for 15 minutes and talk.
We can. I'm very intrigued by turn Sans into a minion. I just don't know how I would do it.
And I assume that was a request. I don't know. I mean, maybe saying, how about the minions?
Oh yeah, I mean they might be having a conversation for all we know. Let's see. Guess I'll do. Yep.
Well, and Scooby-Doo has been requested, as Nick reminded us.
That is true. I've done Scooby a couple times though.
Ah.
Like I did a really detailed Scooby-Doo once for Joey. I'm like I said, I'm not against doing things again. I'm just trying to do other things. At least give me a little bit more time between doing the same thing. But yeah, Scooby has been drawn a couple times. I did the Mystery Machine ones too.
So we did have a Jedi Dora the Explorer.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We had a Captain Kirk in a 60s chair. We had Scooby-Doo. We had Billy Mays as Shrek. We had a Link with a banana can you draw a Link with a banana as a sword fighting a big piece of bread?
Yeah, we don't got time for that stuff.
Yeah.
We don't got time for that stuff right now.
You did Mr. T, so I didn't highlight that one. Alexi from Stranger Things.
The what?
Alexi from Stranger Things.
Oh. Who is Alexi?
I don't know. That's what it says.
I'm trying to I've watched the show. Who's that character?
And then the other one I have is draw the last movie you watched.
Oh.
You as being specifically the last movie Kevin watched.
What was the last movie I watched?
And then Savage Rob says Ant-Man. Doc says Falcon 9. Brickhead says, how about Jabberjaw? Doc says Strawberry Slushy.
I think the last movie I watched was Birds of Prey.
Sand says Zeppelin.
Zeppelin.
Is that what that says? Zeppelin? Zeppelin?
Yeah, Zeppelin. Of course. Of course Sand says that.
Bama says Pinky in the Brain, which was mentioned earlier. I didn't write that one down earlier.
Pinky and the Brain. Pinky and the Brain.
I feel like you can knock out Pinky in the Brain.
One is a genius. The other's insane. All right. I know most of this is actually red, I think. So it's kind of stupid actually for me to be doing it this way. Should have colored it all red and then added the yellow versus the other way around. Stupid. Already started. Got to commit. Oh, his shorts. Well, it's all one. It's one piece of clothing. Alexei was the Russian guy that wanted strawberry. Oh, I forgot about that guy. Totally forgot about that guy. I mean, he was all right. He was kind of a nice little guy. Felt bad for him a little bit. He died, didn't he? Didn't he die? He died.
Hey, Howie stuff.
What's going on, Howie? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I totally should have drawn this the other way around. Should have done the red and added yellow, not yellow and add red. What's wrong with you? Oh, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with me?
So they're talking about Birds of Prey. Isn't that the one where she's like blindfolded?
No, like, that's oh, what was that movie called? No, Birds of Prey was with Harley Quinn. That was DC movie.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that other movie, Bird Box.
Oh, yep. Oh, see, I wasn't that far off then.
Yeah, you weren't actually that far off. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah, that's actually a problem. I don't have any space. Okay, got to be small. It's got to be a small thing so I can
slide
get
Gumby over and put something in the corner there.
Well, because he's on 2 layers now. It's a lot. Okay. It's not impossible. It's just harder when the colors get added.
Yeah, you just got to figure out what to draw in that corner.
So yeah, it's going to be something small. We're only at the last 10 minutes anyway. Let's see.
Small Zeppelin.
Small little Zeppelins. You know what? I'm going to draw a minion. And I'm going to try to turn that minion into Sans.
There you go.
Minion. We can do a little minion. Oh, let me turn off the comment. If you wait,
I don't know. That was a while. Sans, but a minion isn't a Zeppelin at all.
I'll just keep that comment up. The natural size progression continues. Yeah, we started off how we like our drawings were really small. I was up here, and they were really tiny, and then of course they got much larger as we went on. It's kind of difficult finding a nice balance. Some streams I like draw too small the entire time, and then I only take up like 1/4 of the canvas. And then other streams, well, actually only one stream have I drawn too big, and I was like, whoa, I actually drew gigantic on this stream. So it's kind of a weird dance. Brick's Ideas, my 2 boys are asking for BJ mask. Yeah, this will be our last one for today. But thanks for watching, and feel free to stop by again next Friday and throw that in the chat again. Definitely a fan of kiddos watching and would be happy to give them some stuff to look at and be excited about. Goes for talking and saying hi again from Twitch.
Cookie Gamer, did you get your homework done? Can't come back if your homework's not done.
We're just trying to look out for you. That's it. We're just trying to look out for you. That's all. It's because we care.
Yeah, I heard the bit that you're saying about how your son was like, yeah, I did my schoolwork. Yeah, I did my schoolwork. And then turned out I didn't do anything. And like, that was totally me in high school.
Yeah.
Totally me. But like,
yeah,
it just, I don't know, something clicked after high school. And I'm like, I can't do that.
No, you really can't. You can't do it forever.
Yeah. So it's like,
yeah,
it comes back and bites you real quick.
Yeah. That's what, I mean, that's what we're trying to get him to understand.
Yeah.
That parenting thing, let me tell you.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that's an S for Sans. In case it's not obvious.
That's no fair, Cookie Gamer. Had a 20-question test, but my dad told me the answers.
Oh, well.
So I mentioned earlier I got a new job, and I was sitting there in orientation, and there's 16 of us, I want to say, 14, 16, something like that. And it was a bunch of really boring safety movies and orientation movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was like, I was the only one that stayed awake for the whole thing. And I was like the only one, like we did it all as one big group. And so it was like, came up with these questions, and I'm like, okay, this is the answer, this is the answer, this is the answer. And I got tired of it. I'm like, nope, I'm going to go and play on my phone like all the rest of you are doing. You could answer them.
There you go.
Finally, they started like piping up and going, oh, okay, yeah. Try this one. Only when they got to the electrical section, I'm like, okay, I'll answer all these because it's kind of my job.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but it was just like, I'm done helping you guys out. Like, we had like, and it was crazy. It was like 26 of those, like they're 40-minute long safety things.
Yeah. Yep.
Two full days. It was crazy.
You can't draw cartoons for the rest of your life, says Howie. Yeah. I mean, you can. All right. How? Let's see. What kind of hair? We're going to give Sans hair. I'd say Sans has kind of got that normal swoosh hair. The normal swoosh. It's like the Emmett hair almost. And yep, this is the last one. Let's see. What is Sans going to be holding? I feel like Sans should be holding something. All right. Simple. Last one. Throw some quick colors on it.
Got quite a few people lurking in the chat over there on the
yeah,
Twitch side. A bunch of people started saying hi to Winter Bricker, and I'm like, I don't see her comment in there.
Brian said the minion needs to look condescending. Absolutely. It does. Thank you for the folks over there on Twitch watching.
San says this is making my body feel funny.
I don't know how I feel. Appreciate that Mr. Hinkle chill emote goes freaking talking. I'm definitely going to turn those into stickers for the record because they're awesome. I'm not trying to just be full of myself, but I think they're really, really awesome. Hinkle emote stickers. I might update my YouTube banner stuff and put the emotes there too, but you can only use them in Twitch. It's the only place you can actually put them in the chat.
Got some stickers getting thrown down on the Twitch side.
Yeah, oh yeah. Bama Bricks, appreciate it. Cookie, appreciate it. Love it. Cafe Con Lego, I'm starting to see a resemblance. It's starting to get there. Hopefully the item he's holding will also help a little bit. Maybe. It's not so easy to just turn someone into a minion. It's like, oh, turn this person into a minion. I hopefully have very distinctive features. Let's see. The goggles, they do nothing. Wow, no ghost stickers over here. Are there really? There's none at all? I mean, there's a lot of emotes over there if you go searching through the emote options. That might be a funny one to make. Kevin Ghost. I'm dead. I'm officially dead. You've killed me. I'll be a ghost. I'll be like, oh, like an old, like Earthbound white outline of my body with a little halo. Okay, yeah. Oh, I get you can see the eyelids through the goggles. Okay, I didn't know. I thought it was all white. And brown eyes. Brian approves.
JB Brick Fanatic, should I try to hide the way Sans feels inside? Sans says, JB, you are the reason this affront to God has been given life, and I don't think I can forgive you.
I love that part of this. Also, look at the comment I highlighted. It was like, if you want normal cringe, just try JB's channel.
Right.
That's the comment that's up. All right. There's Sans green screen. Howie says nailed it. I'm not a Twitch nerd, so probably haven't ascended to a special level of stickers. Is that a Sans Virtual Con 2020 sign he is holding? No, that's his green screen. You got to know Sans' content to know the green screen. That's the green screen right there. I guess I could maybe have drawn a pack of goldfish crackers. All right, that's it. 12:59. Let me get my tablet out of the way, as always, as tradition, so we can take a walk, take a tour, if you will, through our doodles today. Let me turn off the comment. Where is it? Where did it go? There. What? There it is. So yeah, we're at the end of the stream today, everybody. I want to thank you all for it's so beautiful, for being here. I'm going to walk you guys through all the things that we drew together. So I'm going to start all the way up here. Very, very tiny little sketch up here. This was our SpongeBob and Patrick driving in the Krabby Patty mobile. I think it's the Krabby Patty mobile. It's probably got a better official name. And then we moved on. The next one, I think, was Bjork in her swan dress. Came out pretty good, actually. It was really good for a very, very quick little sketch. We got a Kappa for Brick and Nick. That's a very that's a Twitch thing. It's a Twitch joke. And we got BoJack Horseman. Here's Dr. Teeth up here. There's Dr. Teeth from the Muppets. And here is the Mind Flayer from Stranger Things. I'm actually really happy with how it came out too. I was really worried. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to draw this. It's just a giant blob black mass. I'm like, how am I going to draw this? I don't even know. We've got Billy turning into Shazam from DC down there on the bottom. Cookie's heading out. See you later, Cookie. We've got this crazy abomination. This is a Lego-fied character called the baby from Eraserhead. Very unsettling. Very unsettling. Get yourself a Google if you want to look. Very unsettling. We've got Thomas the Train. That was our first color doodle for today. We've got Abraham Lincoln down here being very stoic. Apparently looking like Tom Hanks, I guess. Up here we got Gumby. And down here we've got a wrestler by the name of Atomic Bomb, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, Atomic Bomb. Looks like a salt shaker, Winter Bricker says.
That was the Eraserhead baby.
Oh, yeah, it's unsettling. Don't worry, it's unsettling. And then this is our last doodle. Very quick, we've got Sans, our friend Sans from the YouTube verse converted into a minion.
Holding his green screen.
Yeah. Yeah, holding the green screen. So here they all are again. That's the whole canvas. Thank you guys for being here. As always, I definitely appreciate it. And thank you, Ken, for being here with me as well.
Absolutely.
Watching the chat. Hey, Fresh Bricks, you made it right at the end. We're just saying goodbye. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in today. We got a lot of cool stuff, a lot of awesome doodles again today. Remember, you can find me online. If you'd like to find me on my website, kevinhinkle.com. You can find me on social media at Mr. Kevin Hinkle or at MrHinkleDraws if you'd like to follow just my artwork as a freelance artist. Another thank you to all the awesome folks over on Patreon that support me. You can find me at patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws. Their generous support does make a huge difference, so I appreciate them. And last but not least, check out my Etsy store. That is where I have a lot of my artwork for sale. So you can check out stickers, you can check out prints. I am uploading new stuff pretty much all the time. It's like every couple of weeks, once a month, new stuff gets uploaded on there. So check that out. Helps me out. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you guys next week. And let me just check real quick before I say totally goodbye. Yeah, so next Friday is going to be the last Friday of April. Surprise, surprise. April's already gone, folks. Isn't that amazing? So next Friday is the last Friday in April. So that means it will be our special Doodle Stream multiplayer edition. So that is when I bring another artist on with me. So you'll have two artists drawing your ideas and suggestions at the same time. So it'll be episode 4 of Doodle Stream multiplayer. I will not announce right now who I've got locked in. I do have somebody who has tentatively agreed. I just need to do that last 1 week check-in to make it locked. Although John did cancel on me 4 days before last time. So we'll see. But we will have a special guest with us next Friday. So you'll have twice the artist for twice the doodles. So thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your day and a wonderful weekend. And we will see everybody next Friday for another Doodle Stream. See you later. Bye, Ken.
Bye.